Done and dusted, he says. Oh boy. Fellas, how are you on this beautiful Friday evening? Oh man. Alright, let's get set up here. Still making some adjustments to all of my freaking overlays. Let's make the name a little bit bigger. So you can see the whole name. Almost. Let's go 250 on it. Oh, there it is. I want you to see all of the Shake and Bake name. Close enough. Not said declared. Oh, you love to see it. Alright, cool. Looking good, feeling good. Yep, you can see me. You can hear me. Vertical scenes. Vertical. Alright. Let's go. What's up, Notwell? Keezer? Wade? Nice to see you. Welcome to the party. Let's go rip some cars. Peter, if you're around tonight, let me know, man. Hop in Discord, you know. Do the thing. Yeah, I thought I'd take the opportunity to do some testing. I think we've narrowed it down to 2 cars. So, you know, it's not going to be super, we're not going to all of them. You know what I mean? I guess we kind of did that a week or so ago. You need to put in a P-Cut race. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Oh, I'm around. Family Fortnite. Oh, attaboy. Go out there and get whipped. Love it. Yeah, ping me. Ping me when you want to do some things. What's up, JH? Chilling. Just, gonna do some testing of some cars, man. So yeah, like I was saying, we have a team of 6, right? So it's the Shake and Bake crew. It's me, Peter, and Colin. And we're teaming up with some guys from Elbows Out. So Tyler, Brian, and Callan. I hope that's how you say his name. And so the 6 of us are doing Daytona 24, which I can't believe it's a week from tomorrow. That's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I need some more sets. All I have is Grid and Go. That is one unfortunate part. I don't have all the other types of sets. If anybody's feeling generous tonight and wants to send your boy some VRS or Hymo or Go or anything, Porsche, Wade, goddammit, Mercedes. Porsche and Mercedes. Yeah, if y'all could send me those on Discord, and honestly, all I need is the endurance setup, the 100 liter or whatever it is, 103 or something in the McLaren, or God damn it. You got McLaren in my head. Mercedes. If y'all wouldn't mind, please feel free. If your friend is like a setup wizard and, you know, like they know how to make killer setups for 24-hour races for either of those cars, go ahead and send that one over too. I'll give them a try. Yeah, it does suck. Hey, at least you can watch us. You know, we'll be live the whole time. That's the plan. We haven't done our stint sheet and all that stuff yet. I'm gonna take a crack at that. Probably, I don't know, maybe late this weekend. Try to put that together. So we're kind of coming to it. We need to pick a car. I think we're kind of at that place. We've narrowed it down. Nope, not saying that word again. Mercedes. We've basically gotten down to those 2. Porsche, Mercedes. Knock these lights down a little bit. So yeah, I think we've gotten to a point. We've seen the initial bop, and honestly, kind of feel like, God damn it. kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like overly optimistic, which doesn't sound like me, but I get the feeling that all of the cars are going to kind of feel good enough. You know, I don't think there's going to be an absolute shitter other than that one that you keep referencing. Apparently that thing didn't get touched in the bob, which means it's horrific. So, anywho, I kind of get the feeling the cars are going to be close enough on the performance side of things. I don't have no feedback. That's weird. The fuck? Okay, hold please. So if that's true, then high torque is definitely not enabled. You are a liar, sir. Hold, hold, hold. Activate. What the fuck is going on here? That is not high torque. Really don't want this to be a problem. Kind of need this thing to work. Huh. This has like no feedback in it at all. Well, not none. Yeah, it's not. What am I missing? I'm a little confused. Yeah, still. All right, let me try to reset this thing. Yeah, wheelbase is just, it's not like completely numb, but it's definitely not working. Okay, all the right noises. Just like this, you can see it. That's right. All this looked like this a second ago. Still is not strong. Something's not right, boys. This thing has like no feedback. Oh, this is not good. Good way to start. If I'm pacing the Porsche for the league races, shelved it. Oh, really? It's a unique car. This has like no feedback. I don't even know how to describe this. It's not like literally none. Yeah, I'm looking at the black box and it's got the right value. Yeah, this is fucked. Okay. Um. Strange. I didn't update anything. It's like nothing. Well, I can't fucking boot my computer because I'm streaming. Alright, let's reset this, I guess. Let me... What else can I do here? Let me hop up for a second. I'm gonna just unplug the wheelbase and replug it back in. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got so many cables back there, it was hard to figure out which one I needed to actually unplug. It's definitely not there. We'll try it. Disable torque. Wow. That actually is way heavier. What? I don't know what this means. I'm trying to think of what I've done recently. The only thing I can remember that I changed at all was I did disable 360 hertz mode. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to reboot real fast, which really sucks. But I'm trying to stream for a little while tonight, so I guess it is what it is. What the hell did you do? That's a really good point. I don't know. I even did some road races? No. Did some dirt races like 3 or 4 hours ago. And it was fine. I'm a little confused. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Honestly, I'm going to be really sad if like I got so many big races coming up in literally the next 8 days, man. Holy shit. This would be horrific timing. Please work. It's not completely gone. It's really weak. Really, really, really weak. And when I changed the strength in the game, it didn't really seem to have an effect. Or it did not have an effect. Normally it's very aggressive. I bet you it's the 360 hertz. Definitely more feedback there. All right, let me do a couple laps. Because that's actually, it feels different. It definitely feels better. Let me just do a couple laps real fast and see. Fun times. Technical challenges. Everybody's favorite. I do leave this thing on all day, which is probably a bad idea. But it's never been an issue. I literally pretty much leave it on all the time. Like, during the day. Not while I'm sleeping. Feels different. The strength is right. The feedback feels different. I might turn the 360 hertz mode back on real quick and just see. But yeah, the strength is correct. So that's good. Let's do that real fast. All right. Jeez. Didn't really expect to start out like this. But here we go. Like literally that. That was the last thing I did. What's you guys up to this weekend, man? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody touching grass? Like the kind on your feet? Anybody doing the global endurance tour this weekend? time to... I ordered one, Bama Dan. What's up, brother? How's the football game going? I think it started at 7:30, didn't it? Yeah, I ordered a Simucube 3. I guess I should say that quieter and around this wheel. Coding with Chris. Yeah. Waking up at 4 for the 6 hour. Holy shit, brother. My name is Slim Shady. Yeah, I went with the Pro. Yeah. Honestly, probably don't need that. Like, I barely use a quarter of what this thing does. So, probably don't need it. But yeah, I just went with it. Very excited. It says it's supposed to ship sometime in February. But it's also said that same thing for like 2 months now on their order sheet. Like, all of our units that are supposed to ship in January have already been, you know, reserved. So it's literally said that since like, I don't know, late November when I looked at it prior. So I'm kind of like hoping that that means that maybe I'll get mine a little sooner. The strength is still there. I think maybe... Actually, it's funny, I just kind of forgot what did I have the strength on. The strength is not too much of an issue, thankfully. So Apex, I returned the ones that I got because they were just way too big, unfortunately. The sizing was not accurate at all. I didn't order new ones yet, though. The ones that I had ordered... Okay, this is definitely right. Okay. That is weird. I don't remember last time being in 60 hertz mode and feeling different feedback. It's funny, actually. 360 is way different. Alright, anywho. I like 360 better. So the shoes themselves were, like, actually quite comfortable. But the heel was not very tight. And so it just kind of felt like even if I got properly fitted shoes or even like went smaller, it wasn't going to wrap my heel as tightly as I need it to not drag the heel plate and cause issues, if that makes sense. So I think what I need to do is just suck it up, buy some karting shoes. I just haven't gotten there yet. But that's in the cards, I guess. I need to play with some of my graphics settings to get a couple more frames here at nighttime. Daytona at nighttime in the infield is challenging on your computer. I'd like to have the grandstands there. I don't want to get rid of them, but I want more frames. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Still think they missed the mark on a part. Yeah, so I don't really understand. I mean, I know what USB pass-through is. Don't get me wrong. I don't really understand how it works. So I've never had a wheel that has USB pass-through. Like, so my wheel requires a USB cable, right? Do you like plug the USB into the side of the wheelbase or something, or does it somehow go through the quick release? Like, what's the, like, really short version of that you can type in a chat message? I don't really understand that. Because the wheel has to turn, so it's not like you're like... Yeah. I'm sure somebody will tell me really quick. God, it's so funny how this feels so much different than that 60 hertz. Guys, don't uncheck your 360 hertz. Just leave it like it is, it's fine. Trust iRacing. Alright, so this is the endurance setup. This is grid and go. Just to let you guys know, bring you up to speed if you're just joining me here. The guys I'm running with, we've basically narrowed it down to 2 cars. We're going to run either the Porsche or the Mercedes. Today's BOP, you would look at it and just kind of assume that, like, oh, okay, well, Mercedes is your choice, right? I don't know. I just get this vibe that the BOP is probably going to make all of the cars basically the same. I think the question's just going to be like, what's safest, you know? And so I'm going to run some laps here in the Porsche, see how she feels, see what lap times look like with a full tank. I mean, I've run a million laps in this car at this racetrack, so I bet you I could do blindfolded. Not really, but it certainly feels that way sometimes. I'd love to know, can we get, you know, 32 laps of stint? Stuff like that will be very helpful. And so long as both cars can do the same number of laps per tank, you know, that makes them even more equal as well. So I think you're just going to get to a place where it's comfort. You know, if they're both running 32 laps of stint, if they're both running roughly the same lap times within a couple tenths, which one's going to kill you? You know? And the question's going to be different. 6 of us running, right? So, like, question's going to be different. Answers are going to be different for all of us, I guess. But we got to come to a consensus pretty soon. Kind of said once the BOP gets released, we would do that. Because then everybody needs practice. We need to get fuel numbers. Got to update the spreadsheet. All the things. So I think a lot of that's going to happen this week and early next week, I guess. Like to do global endurance tour and what times some pedals are. Yeah. You got a lot going right now with that. I think y'all should team up. I know Keezer was looking to do it. Looking for somebody in the Discord to do it. Hopefully you found somebody. You only get in size a little bit more slug. Yeah, it could be. Unfortunately, these were just like, it's almost like household slippers. Not quite, but kind of. They're too loose. I gotta go, like, I gotta get something significantly more snug around the heel to not drag through the quick release. Yeah, I just don't really understand how that works though. Like, so my wheel has a cable, like, I can't connect it to the middle of the quick release. I don't know. I guess I don't get it. I need to look that up. I guess it doesn't really matter because my wheel doesn't have it, so... And it's also fine because I'm used to having a cable connected to my USB hub over here, so it really doesn't matter. It was really nice though. The first Cube Controls wheel I had, the GT rim that I had, like it was literal circular GT rim. It was wireless. That was pretty awesome. It worked with the Simucube 2 wireless system. That was quite nice. But when I got the F Pro, that thing was USB. Actually, the cool thing about the F Pro is it had this like this magnetic like connection Cube Controls has, which is pretty awesome. Way better than the one that this one uses, and that pretty much everything uses. Do wish it still had that, but it's not that big a deal. I really only use one wheel. It's not like I'm switching them out ever anyway. Oh, look at that. It was a McLaren in the wall. Kind of feeling like just going with the Porsche. Far less confidence in anything else. That's the problem. I think that's the problem. What's up, Greg? I think the issue is like, which one's going to get through the bus stop 860 times or whatever that number is, you know? That's the one you should be driving. Whatever one gives you the most confidence to the bus stop for the 800-ish trips through that sucker. Because, yeah, like, I keep seeing people in, like, the setup Discords like, well, you know, the Porsche isn't OP anymore because they changed the 1Xs. And it's like, true, but, like, you're gonna go over those sausage curves in a really fucked up way many times through this race, right? People are gonna be tired. It's gonna be 3 o'clock in the morning. They're gonna be, you know, basically zombies just going through the thing for the 100th time. They're gonna go through it wrong. So which one are you gonna go through it on and it's gonna launch you up into the air and into the wall, versus which one's gonna take it like a champ and just give you a 1X? You know? I feel like it comes down to that for me. So, I mean, I think I know my answer, but I'm also fucking biased, so. Doing keys are times work. Yeah, I got you. Do we have the same key controls? We probably did. I think it was like the basic one. I forget what it was called. GT Pro wireless sounds familiar. Yeah. Yeah, I sold that thing when I got the F Pro. Kind of wish I'd kept it for like NASCAR and stuff. It's a pretty solid circular rim. You were not meant to get it. Wait, I'm confused. 1.2510. Yeah, I think it's gonna get harder. I don't know what you guys can see, but I can see the top 22 cars in the session. Almost every single one of them is a Porsche. Like, many of them have not run a lap yet, but clearly everybody's on the Porsche. So something tells me Wednesday it's gonna get hit even harder because it's a Porsche show right now. And I don't even think that's lap time. I think that's just comfort. And I'm just yapping. I'm not even really paying too much attention. Yeah, exactly. Consistency is really everything. I think for us, I mean, I don't think it's going to matter too much on that side of it. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely going to be more on edge with the Mercedes for sure, just because I'm not used to it. In some of these corners, like, I think like 3, 5, and 6 are going to be a challenge on the exit. Just trying to get used to throttle control with that car, that's all. What do I have now? I use the Alpha, BavarianSimTec Alpha rim. Damn, that is a hell of a grind. Oh yeah, dude. Oh. Sorry about that. Yeah, y'all gotta yell at me if you don't see overlays. Is it up? Yeah, the Porsche eats those curves like no problem. I hear you. Did it show up or not? We're good? Okay. I was still in my desktop scene, which doesn't have any of that stuff on me. I was in my desktop scene so you could see my Simucube software. By the way, if you guys are enjoying yourself, you know, hit the like button and help your boy. It'd be appreciated. Alright, I could drive this all day. I'm not driving very fast because I'm yapping. Well, it could be other reasons too. Moderate usage, 19-degree track. Really? Why are you going to first? Because you're talking too damn much, not paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different, you know, from last month. Like, this has a bop. I don't think that had a bop. They changed the bus stop tremendously, which, in fairness, all things being equal, it did lose its advantage. Like, what we were doing in the Porsche here in December, you get 1Xs4 now. You know what I mean? So, it did, but it's like, it didn't lose the ability to go through it. So, like, in a pinch, when you're like, hey, I need to go over the top of this thing, or I'm going to spin the car out, you can just go over top of it and get your 1X. You know? Like, you're not going to die. But if you're like, hey, I'm going to wreck this car, or I've got to go over the sausage curb in the Corvette, well, might as well just wreck it, because you hit the sausage curb, that son gun's going straight to the wall anyway. You know? So, it's a little give and take. Like, sure, you're gonna get some 1Xs, but you're gonna keep driving. I think that's what people are not seeming to remember when they talk about, well, it's equalized now because the 1X is like, not really. It's like we talk too much about the perfect lap. It's like, well, I can tell you this much. I'm gonna do shit 120 laps here next weekend. I promise you the vast majority of them will not be perfect. So I just need to make sure all the ones that aren't perfect don't kill the car. Oh. So yeah, this I could do all day. I guess what I really need to do is test the Mercedes. But I do worry if we pick the Porsche that Wednesday's going to come and if everybody's going to be doing this and driving the Porsche in all the IMSA races. And then they're going to go and absolutely fucking hammer this car so hard that it's basically unusable. I feel like that's the concern. And I almost would like encourage them to do that. Like if it's going to be what it was in December, just hit the thing so hard that nobody would use it, you know? I guess. Either that or figure out how to get floor damage in here so that going over sausage curbs actually penalized you. That would be better, but that's not going to happen. Who is this RMS team looking all pro? RMS team. I'm not sure what that means. 45.02. Oh, you mean like somebody in here with an RMS team? Like named RMS? I have no idea, brother. I'm just in a hosted session. Somebody put a, or actually no, it's not a hosted session. This is the Global Endurance Tour practice sessions. I'm assuming that they have the BOP applied. That's why I'm in here. If they don't have the BOP applied, I'm wasting my time. Kind of. You ran the vet for the 24. I can't believe you ran the vet for the 24. That's the one car it just seems like does the worst over the sausage curbs from my experience. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Like, don't even look at the sausage curb. You're just going to go straight into the outer wall. Any of the cars more robust than the others? I think so. Rear impression, of course, could be worse. Yeah, in real life, true, but not really here. You'd have to like seriously go flying back in first into a wall to completely destroy this thing. It's rare these days to get terminal damage in a GT3 car. That was not always the case. You used to be able to like pretty easily get too much damage to be repaired. I've had a few special events, Daytona 24s in particular, in that way. Oh, I got you. You're good, brother. Yeah, it was good before. I think the curb's bad. Oh my god, that's crazy. 45.482. I remember, I think it was last year's Daytona 24. After the first BOP came out, and you know, we had all the IMSA races going on. So between the first BOP and the final BOP, the Corvette was like the meta car. Like everybody was going to pick that car. It was dominating IMSA for those like 2 days. And then they nerfed it to the ground. Alright, let's go drive the Mercedes. So you guys can laugh at me trying to figure out throttle control when all I've ever driven with the freaking Porsche, or is the freaking Porsche, where you can just smash the throttle down and let it eat. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I know I couldn't actually drive this car with my eyes closed, but it feels like it. RMS Race Team 777. Hey, at least it's 777. Could be worse. That's not a 1X. I feel like you do that in most other cars, you die. Do a little pit entry real quick. Thankfully it's not wet. Gotta remember the mark. Is it the first one here, or is it this one? No, that's way too late. Yeah, it's gotta be the first one.
Pit box in 5.
You have to remember all that shit. Been a minute. Alright, I wasn't even really paying attention. Definitely not hauling ass. That's okay. Comfort thing. We will keep that just in case I need a thumbnail of it. Oof. Oof. That's brutal. All right. Not going to be this one. Jeez, I need more practice sessions. Stat. Let's go hang out with the Germans. All right. Mercedes. Don't want to get that wrong. Shake and bake. Register. Yep. All right. Let's go see what our friends on the other side of the pond are doing. $35 people. How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday afternoon / evening or whatever the hell you are in the world? What you guys got going on this week, man? I'm not doing shit tomorrow. I need to do some toilet replacement. No, I'm not replacing the whole toilet. Like the inner part of the shit, what's that thing called? The tank? I'm gonna replace all that stuff in the tank down here. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Sounds horrible. Sounds like a terrible way to spend your Saturday. But my God, Sunday, I've got the 6-hour endurance race here with Peter, which presumably we were going to run the Porsche, but I don't know. I feel like if we make a choice on the car, maybe it would be smart of us to drive the Mercedes just to get a feel for it. I got to talk to him about that. And then, so like that's basically 9:30 to like 3:30, and then the football game's at 4:30, and then Broken Wings at like 9. So I'm gonna be really exhausted after Sunday evening. All right, Mert. -1 degrees of Wang. Holy hell. Red Bull. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to a Red Bull ring race. Have to move our reloading bench. Wait, what? I have to move my reloading bench. Never mind. Oh, okay, nice. The flapper and seal? Yeah, that. I mean, everything. I just bought a kit to replace the whole thing. I mean, the one that's in there is, I mean, assuming they've never touched it, you know, the people that owned the house before we did, it would be like 16, 17 years old at this point. So I just bought a little kit to replace everything in there. Figured it'd be a good way to show my kids how to do that sort of stuff too. So they don't realize that we're going to spend some time doing that soon. They're going to be so excited. You're gonna come replace it, dude. It's been so long since I've done it. I'm gonna have to YouTube it for sure. That's not true. I can just look at it. It's been a long time since I've had to do that. All right, this feedback is way too heavy. Let's go down the clip. All right. How much can we spin the tires on throttle application? That's honestly my primary concern with this car. All right, so maybe you guys can help me with this. I feel like an idiot, and I'd love if somebody knew the answer to this. With the Porsche, I've driven it so much, right? I'm super, super comfortable with that car. I feel like you have to turn the wheel a lot, right? I would not have said that. I'd just be like, yeah, that's just how it is, right? You just turn the wheel and then it turns the car. Normal. And then somebody said recently, like, oh man, I feel like in the Porsche you have to turn the wheel too much. I'm like, huh, that's an interesting thought. I never really thought about that. And then in this car, I'm not kidding you. I just think about turning, like just like anticipating that I'm going to have to turn the wheel at some point. and it just starts to turn. I didn't even move the wheel yet. I think about it and it happens. Like, oh my God, that's what it feels like to me. It's like, I don't know, it's like the radius is totally different from the Porsche. It's like if I turn the wheel this much, I feel like it just goes 90 degrees to the left. Is that a thing? Like, is that just how this car is? Why? Is there something I can do to change it? But it's like, just thinks about it and it just goes. Like, I'm scared to turn the wheel at all. It's weird. It's like it's broken, you know? If I could figure that out, or just get comfortable with it, I'm sure it would be awesome. But I'm so used to the Porsche that's basically the opposite. And it really, the biggest issue, like 3 and 5 and 6, it's not that much. The kink, bus stop, it's like I'm literally, I feel like I'm barely turning the wheel, and you feel like it's on a knife edge. And it just like, oh, we're going. And you're probably 100% right. Like, it's probably just all the weight's on the front, and it just feels like it's going to do that, even though it's actually not going to turn around on me. I'm a maintenance man after all, just like being at work. It wouldn't turn into a 12-hour shift. True. More tricky. It certainly feels that way to me. I think you can handle the curves better. Steering ratio is one of the sharpest. Okay, maybe I should look into that. Maybe if I could soften that up a little bit, I'd find more like that, man. Literally just... Maybe I'm too hard on the freaking brakes, so all the weight comes off the back. Porsche front tires almost float constantly. Yeah, it's so funny to me, because to me it feels so connected. But it's because that's all I drive. So I guess of course it does, right? That makes sense. True. That's a really good point, man. I hadn't even thought about the fact that you were basically sitting on the rear axle. I saw a picture. I was watching a YouTube video the other day, Docker, and I saw they were showing this car, and I didn't realize like where the door frame is. You are quite literally sitting on the rear axle of this vehicle. It's kind of nuts. I mean, that's got to be extremely unique. All right, Tomas? Sorry, I have no idea what that little apostrophe means. Yeah, I could definitely do this for 24 hours. I just need to be a little bit more intelligent with throttle application. I wonder about the bus stop. The kink's fine, but like you got to carry a lot of speed through the bus stop, and you're shifting weight. I mean, that's, I don't know, that makes me a little nervous. Drastically different. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, you feel it, man. You feel it. And I guess I'm so used to the Porsche, it just feels incredibly foreign, which I guess it should, because it is. Maybe I need to back my braking marker up a little bit. And just roll in and not get so heavy on the brakes. I don't know. It will turn. Like it turns on its own. It's actually kind of amazing. You don't even have to turn the wheel in this car. You know? Yeah, to me the Porsche just feels the best out of all the cars, but it's because I drive it all the time, so I mean, of course it does, but to me there's something that, like the weight transfer, I don't know, I just feel so connected with that thing. And yeah, I could just drive the Porsche, but it's not just up to me. Like, obviously there's 6 of us driving, so we're all kind of put some input in. I kind of clickbaited you guys in with the title, I'm not gonna lie. We're between the Porsche and the Mercedes with the new BOP announced today. I think we're all going to be doing some testing over the next 48 hours or so. This is me doing my testing. I thought, how can I get people to click this and watch? Oh, we're going to test. We're going to pick a GT3 for Daytona tonight. I mean, kind of true. I'm going to be giving my feedback based on this driving tonight. I mean, you know. What's up, Legal? Nice to see you, brother. How are you going to run in this session? I don't know. I'm just hanging for a while. Oh, I did not realize there was 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not... I got no particular plans. I gotta learn to, like, back up that braking marker a little bit. Okay. No plans, man. I'm just here having fun, yapping, hanging out with you guys. Porsche company has made some decent race cars. I've heard that, actually. Some say they're pretty legit in the motorsports world. Ferrari didn't feel terrible. I would love to drive the Ferrari again. That was the first GT3 I really drove. When we made the move from like Skippy and F3 and all that over to sports cars, it was the Ferrari, but it was the old one. I think it was the 488, something like that. We did that for a while, and then one day, I don't even remember why, but I found myself in the Porsche and I loved it. I was like, we should do this one, guys. And everybody else was like, cool, let's go. If any of you guys are curious about why I haven't been running a lot of officials recently, go to the last 20 seconds of the last stream I did, like, yesterday. You'll find out real fast why. People. I do like the feedback in this car. It actually feels quite good. I really like the Porsche. I have a hard time setting it up. I gotcha. I don't know anything about that stuff, man. I always say that I'm gonna learn, and I just don't. I feel like I don't have a lot of time, and it's just kind of a lie. I don't feel like I do. I certainly do. For some reason it doesn't feel that way, though. And so I'm just like, I could spend, God knows how many hours trying to figure this shit out, or pay my $10 a month, or what is it, $15 a month to Grid and Go, and never have to think about this again. I'll just do that. The 488, yeah.
45.965.
44.9, 1.7. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, like anything, circumstances are very important, right? Did you have draft like all the way through the NASCAR oval, right? Was the track temp 18 degrees or 30 degrees? Was it clear? Was it heavily used? All that stuff matters. But at the end of the day, like, if you're in the 44s, that's, you know, pretty solid. But if you're thinking about it in terms of, like, you know, Daytona pace, just, you can do that consistently. Not even that that's the number, but just you can do a consistent pace. I mean, you're solid, man. What session am I in? I don't know the number. But it's the one that's in Germany, or at least has the German flag on it. I think it's actually in France, but German flag, most recent one's got 58 minutes to go. And this is the Global Endurance Tour practice session, like at the official series practice session. You just won purple sector 1. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Like purple for me, I guess? Oh yeah, purple for me. I don't even remember what last time I just ran in the Porsche. I think it was like a 45 flat, which again is not fast. I'm running full tanks here. What's up, Mike? Thanks for the tip earlier today, by the way.
45.401. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I'm actually shocked I haven't spun this thing out yet. Yeah, I agree the Porsche is safer. It certainly is for me because of the experience, no question, but I honestly think it's just safer in general. But this is fine. I am very surprised I haven't spun out. Really? Jeez. So my team, we've narrowed it down to the Porsche or the Merc. I was telling them today, like half of me just wants to say, let's go Mercedes, because I've never really done it. At least not for the official 24-hour race. Yeah. I did do a 24-hour Daytona race back in September. Was it this year? Oh, when that was. It was a charity race. So it wasn't official. So I have done it, but it wasn't a competitive situation. I think there were literally like 8 cars running. Y'all are running the Aston? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, and I think like we make a huge deal out of car choice and all those things. Like I get it. It is important, but it's like I think the BOP will probably bring them all pretty close, you know? So I don't know if it's worth agonizing over it. I'm just doing it for clicks, if we're being honest with ourselves here. Gives me something fun to do on a Friday night and hang out with you guys. I think I could drive this for 24 hours, yeah. Porsche is definitely more comfy, but this is fine. Sounds better too. Oh. I should have actually been the one to back off there. I was about to say nice rejoins. Like, no, I'm the idiot actually. Might do the 6. Hell yeah, dude. Pink is so dodgy. Very true. Honestly, Porsches too. It gets better fast, but I think everything's going to be pretty sketchy. Just the nature of running a low-ass wing at Daytona is going to be really scary in the kink. First couple laps at least. Full fuel, low-ass wing, cold-ass tires. Okay. Kind of glad that worked out that way, to be honest. Nice to see I could go over them and not completely get slaughtered. Can't find it. Hold, please. Session number 955. I don't know if y'all can see that. A little flashbang there. Session 995 or 955. I forget what I just said. One of those two.
575.
I'd love to try some other setups. I'm just using Grid and Go. All I have access to. I mean, I'm kind of pushing I feel like I'm being pretty heavy foot on exit, and it's, yeah, TC's engaging quite a bit, but it's not spinning out. I do like the sound quite a bit. Not bad, man. Not bad. Most planted for the team. Oh, that's great, dude. Mid to low 44s. I can't seem to find those myself, so good job. Y'all doing better than I am. Coming into this too hot. I think I've learned by now to do something different. Oh, good point. Never noticed that. Those are very slow. That's true. Do the Merc, life is short, have fun. Nice. Oh man. Been a while that I got it's not Nords or Bathurst. True. I am looking forward to both of those races. Sebring as well. But this is always my favorite race. Just because it's like, it starts the season, you know? not just for iRacing, but like all racing. It's like we don't have any racing right now. It's like, I don't know, it's just kind of like sets it all off. Daytona 24s the next weekend. Before you know it, Bathurst is here, and then the real Bathurst is here, and then NASCAR Daytona 500, and Sebring happens. I mean, it's just gets everything going. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I did it 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. Had a great time. I feel like if you're anywhere close, definitely should try to get to Daytona 24 at least once. Very cool experience. Very rare for a race like that to be able to sit in one seat and see the entire racetrack. And like, yes, the bus stop is really, really far away. You can see it. Not very well, but you can technically see it. We sat in turn 1. Basically as far towards turn 1 in the grandstands as you could sit. Which basically had us sitting right as they go into turn 1 and right as they come out of turn 6. So like basically right there. It was kind of like the perfect spot. Yeah, if I could get like a motorhome camped there, and I could just show up and camp for a couple days, I would do it.
45.34.
I don't want to have to drive it down there. And I don't want to like actually camp. Conditions could, you know, a little aggressive. Oof, oof, oof. What are you doing? What are you doing? I cannot believe I have not spun this car out yet. It's giving me some confidence. Oh, thanks, Streamlabs. I'm having a great time. I appreciate you. Freebie. Practice session. We'll take freebies anytime we can get them. I'm almost trying to spin it now. I mean, definitely got a little squirrely there. Nothing crazy. Champagne, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not interested in roughing it. Give me like a sweet little motorhome to show up to. There's got to be a service that does that, right? Can we work that out? I would love to actually stay on site at the 24-hour race. When we went down there, I went with my wife, and we stayed in a hotel on the beach. And it's literally like a 12-minute ride, you know, from the beach to the racetrack. So it's like nothing. It's immediately green. I didn't even notice. I'm just yapping. So like, it's easy drive, but it does make it a little difficult to like leave and then come back, and you know, so we didn't do that. When we left, we just left. That was it. We definitely spent more time at the racetrack the Thursday before than we even did on the Saturday during the race. Huh. Is that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to try to spin the car out? Okay. Not that way. That's called understeer. Cancel Silverstone. Got the memory, I'm good. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think I could do without sleeping on the ground. I also use a CPAP, you know, in the world of too much information, so dealing with something like that in a camping situation is not ideal. Huh. You can just plant the foot. There it goes. Hot showers, exactly. The year we went was like we got really lucky. Sleep in our cars inside the track. Yeah, I need electrical. I mean, I don't need it, but my God, if I died in my sleep because I didn't wear the stupid thing one time. Oh, there it goes. That would be pretty bad. All right, that was me pushing. That was me pushing hard. Teammates, if y'all are watching, don't take it out of the rotation yet. Don't take it out yet, please. That was me being a little stupid. The session was full. I'll join a different one for you. I don't mind. Is there a new one? Let's go find another one. I mean, the best I ran was a 45 flat. So it's not fast. I know that. Let me save that in case I need it. Why do I have an alert? Damn. All right, let's get into another session. I would even host one. I just don't want to deal with. Ooh, this one's perfect. 268 America. You'd love to see it. What are we going to drive there? Stick with the Mercedes. I know the other one. I almost clicked GTP. just for shits and giggles. I definitely need to do that. It's been a really long time since I've driven a prototype. I think it would be a good idea to drive one again. I always tell people this, if you're kind of new to like endurance racing and stuff, like go do an IMSA race at Daytona this week and do it in the GTP or the LMP2. Do something like that just so you have some general experience or understanding of how those cars are going to perceive you as a GT3 and how they're going to try to overtake you during the race. Like when you see it from their perspective, it really opens your eyes and helps you understand how to facilitate traffic. So yeah, if you've never done that, highly recommend. All right, so in the other session, I was just in a shit ton of Porsches too. Not nearly as many, but at least half the lobby was all Porsche. Exactly. Yeah, everybody needs to do it. And that's what I was saying. It's been a long time since I've done it. I've done the Daytona 24 in a GTP before. I've also done Sebring 12 in an LMP2. I've also done Watkins Glen 6 in a LMP2. So I think it's important. It's just important for people to understand both sides of the equation. Not to say one should be doing X and one should be doing Y, but just it makes you get a sense of what they see when you have seen it for yourself, right? Very obvious in hindsight. But yes, you should do that if you've never done that. All right. Why doesn't it just load the last one I had? That's why. All right, let's get to it. IMSA, Merc, Daytoners. I am running the full 100 liters. I don't know if other people are doing that. I don't know if this is running the BOP setups because it just loaded 105 liters. I think this car only should be loading 99% of that. It doesn't have the BOP stuff down here that y'all can't see. Yeah, I think that's going to be the issue, Mike. I mean, going into the bus stop just one time a little too hot and not realizing it until it's a little too late. I think that's a big concern. Same situation in this lobby, man. So I see an Acura, a McLaren, one Ferrari. I mean, literally 2 McLarens, 1 Ferrari, 1 Acura, 1 BMW, 1 Lambo, 1 Corvette, me and the Merc. Everything else is Porsche. Like, it's more than half, which is not good, guys. Y'all gotta stop doing that. They're gonna smack that fucking car to the ground. Y'all gotta stop. All right, listen, everybody. I need y'all to like get out of these sessions. Go drive the in Ferrari or something. Just get out of the Porsche. Y'all gonna get the car killed. Damn. I see the, you know, the FPS drop a little bit. I can feel it when I go on pit road like that. I need to pay more attention to the G and the R, figure out which one is getting hit the most. It's pretty even right now. I need to figure that out so that I can make a couple adjustments for the race. Get a nice consistent 140 FPS at least. Alright, outlap, freezing cold tires. It's really not that bad. I think it's worse than the Porsche, to be honest. Uh-oh. Saw the lights. Somebody did a little spin. Oh, cold. So you're just not supposed to trail brake in this car or something? I feel like every time I do, it just like sucks. Uh-oh, McLaren down. Don't pick that car, guy. Don't pick that one. That's not the car. Oh, shit. Okay. Easy, fella. Easy, fella. Holy shit. Wow, that was life flash before your eyes. My fear is we pick something like this, and I'm just nervous about it, and so I drive it like 90% instead of like 95%. Like I'm not gonna drive it 100% for a 24-hour race, right? Probably gonna drive it like 95 in the Porsche, unless there's moments, you know, you're trying to like chase somebody down or do something. Generally gonna take it back just a little bit. Vibrating in front engine cars, sketchy. No weight, snaps. It's like what do? You just slam on the brakes and let off when it kind of stops. Man, Accurate Man's quick. What's up, brothers? What's up, Seth? Tires cold.
Clear.
You have great news. I'm excited. Give it to me. Oh, hell yeah. Nice job, dude. Wow. Look at the... Definitely faster than this thing on the straight line. That's a 1X. Alright. Hell yeah, man. It's funny, I was watching some iRacing earlier today, and I realized, like, oh shit, the Roars today. Thought about it. A little bit more tanking of the IR. Jokingly, but yeah. It, honestly, like, if I did that race, I'm just, you know, a sheep. Getting prepared for the slaughter. In my split, I would literally be multiple seconds off the pace. It's like not even worth the trouble. I'd be racing by myself, be boring as shit. The only reason I know is because I've done this before. And it's like not practicing, sucking those cars. It's like, what am I doing? I stopped the race after like 45 minutes because I'm just by myself. Didn't wreck, didn't have any issues, just slow as fuck. I feel like I'm driving this like it's a Porsche. Which, I mean, I don't even think I adapted to the driving style of the Porsche. I think I just had that driving style and it clicked. Like, it just happened, it was happenstance that the car is actually wanted to be driven that way. I don't think I was wise enough to be like, you know what, I should pay attention to how this car wants to be driven and then do that. Like, I just do what I do, and it just, luckily it was the car that worked out. Definitely saw some chaos in the Roar races today. The earlier splits. Yeah, I'm doing the 6 hour on Sunday morning, so 9 o'clock Eastern.
45.5
I believe I'm starting too, so if y'all want to see me actually race the race instead of just sitting here yapping, you're gonna have to wake up a little early on Sunday morning. Sorry. If you just want to catch up live, you know, later, it's totally cool too. Live your life. You running it this weekend? How many guys are running? I feel like I've heard a lot of people say they're doing it. I think we're all just super excited to be doing some Daytona again. Which is funny. Because all I ever hear is people complaining like, oh, we always do Daytona so often. It's like, because it's fucking awesome and everybody signs up to do it. Of course. What should we do? Like Snetterton? Y'all want to just have Snetterton weeks where nobody decides to participate because the track sucks? One in a few hours. Okay, okay. Cool, man. Well, best of luck to you, brother. What are you going to drive? I think we're leaning Porsche. I mean, we're going to do Porsche or Mercedes. Just don't know which. Because that's what we're going to do in this 24 as well. We just don't know which yet. What's it like in the future, by the way? Yeah, I don't think that's a sheep pick. I mean, I guess it is because everybody, I think they're still thinking about Daytona from a month ago. But it's different. It's just safe still. We didn't lose that part. I'm really curious, actually. I'm really curious to see some of those splits. I bet it's going to be crazy Porsche. But I wonder how they're actually going to be in the race. Is this a race? Yeah, I'm racing right now. I'm in P4. As the 45 car. Just trying to get it. Yeah, it's very, very safe. I think that's... I gotta imagine most people are deciding based on that. I mean, in a race that's bopped for 24 hours, like, it seems like the smart move is to play the safest car. They're all going to be roughly similar in pace. Was it a month ago a Merc Cup? It was a Porsche Cup. Because they hadn't changed the 1Xs through the bus stop yet. Oh, Tyler's in here. What's up, Tyler? So yeah, the one that we had for the 24 hours of Global Endurance Tour, that was a Porsche Cup. Like literally every single car in there was a Porsche. Because the way it handled the bus stop. And it still handles the bus stop like that. It's just you get 1Xs for it now. So, yes, that definitely saves you, right? Like, you can't just get a bunch of, 1Xs. You can't just do it the way you were doing it. But when shit happens and you just have to go through it like that, you don't have to worry about dying. You just get a 1X and the car still just soars through there,
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I'm assuming that the bop is applied to these practice sessions. I really hope it is. Top speed of the Porsche's broken? Really? Like, in a good way? I mean, if that's true, that'll definitely get nailed come Wednesday. Everyone slow down and all track. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad they nerfed the shit out of that. I'm also glad I never tried to learn. Even for GT3s, it was faster if you did it just right. Ooh. I'm glad I never sat down and tried to figure that out. And I'm also glad now I don't have to worry about spaceships coming in from fucking left field to annihilate me into turn one. Because they can't see me anymore, 280, holy shit, really? Where's that? Where would that be? Turn one, I guess, is where we get the highest? More faster in the infield? Interesting. Yeah, but if it's higher top end, and it's safer in the bus stop, okay. I think I'd still lean that direction. This is fine. I could totally do this for 24 hours, like, because I only have to do it for 4 hours-ish. So, I mean, that's fine. I could totally drive this. Not going to be super fast or anything, but I do kind of feel like shit. I'm running like 45 zeros and 45 twos and threes. Like, it doesn't feel good. I got to remember I am running 100 liters.
0.59.
I didn't mean to trail brake, Mercedes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Appreciate you guys for being here. If you've never seen me before, my name is Chris. Normally I'm running a lot of officials or leagues or endurance or something, but tonight's kind of a unique night. Not doing any officials. Trying to preserve my A license so I get to run Daytona all next week. So, and we're also trying to figure out what car we want to drive. So I'm doing a little bit of testing now that the BOP is available. Presumably apply to this session. So anyway, if you've never seen me before, welcome. Enjoy yourself. Feel free to subscribe if you like what you watched. And hit the like button. It helps a lot. When you hit the like button, the algorithm in YouTube is like, holy shit, these people like what they're watching. I should send it to more people. And then it does. And then more people show up and they're like, oh man, who the fuck is this guy? And they're like, this guy's nuts. But you'll enjoy it. Just sit down and watch it for a few minutes. And so then they do. And then in like 30 minutes, I'm going to say the same thing I'm saying right now. And then they hit the like button. And then other people show up. And they're like, what the fuck? You get where I'm going with this. So I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good time. It's all for entertainment. That's what I'm shilling. That's how you shill, damn it. What's up, Jason Green? I haven't seen that name in forever. Used to race him in Skippy's, F3, all the things. Pretty sure it's the same dude. Probably need to go to second gear though. Professional shill. Here we are. Oh, wait. Still couldn't spin it out. How you guys breaking up your stints? We haven't done it yet. I'm going to take a crack at the sheet on probably Sunday. I don't know, Sunday or Monday. We need to figure out the car, and then we need to get some fuel numbers so we can kind of get a sense of exactly how many stints there will be. But it looks like there's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood like 27 or 28 stints. Because, you know, these cars aren't actually driving for an hour. It's more like, you know, somewhere between 52 and 55 minutes, depending on laps. So, I think we're probably going to be doing doubles, is my guess. Emerald, what's up, brother? Happy Friday indeed. I think the plan is we're going to be doing doubles. And then, you know, if anybody wants to not do that, we'll make adjustments as necessary. But I'm going to probably start it off with double stints. Because I think the plan is probably going to be, like when we looked at the weather today, basically almost no chance of rain. It's like 3% or something. It's going to be overcast. It's going to be cold. Like the whole race. Like the sun probably won't come out the entire race. So double stinting tires is probably a minimum. I could see people probably triple stinting tires. So I don't think we'll be doing that. I don't think anybody will be doing triple stints for us, but somebody might say I want to do that, and we'll do it. That's probably the plan. But I've got everybody's availability in our sheet, and I'll go through and take a first stab at it, and then accommodate whatever people want to do. Roar's huge for the SR. Hell yeah. Without? Holy shit. Damn, dude. Gotta love those big SR bumps. Oh my god. Gotta go faster than that. Gotta go faster than that. Sorry for the dive bomb. Didn't mean to. Couldn't hit the brakes any harder. Ooh. Oh, that was sweet. How's the bot work? Make the cars more even. How much do they change the characteristics? It doesn't really change how it feels. I mean, you might get slightly better or worse gas mileage, right? well, I shouldn't say mileage, but like your tank is maybe a little bit smaller than it should be. They add a little bit of weight. Really doesn't change a whole lot. The biggest issue is the power. You know, I think the Porsche got like negative 1.25%. So, I mean, that's a pretty big hit. I've seen it go 2.5%. So it can be a lot worse. And if it's like this and all these Global Endurance Tour races this weekend, and then to start IMSA races next week, it's probably going to get hit even harder on Wednesday when they do the final lap. And I don't even think it's because it'll be out of line. I think they're just going to not want to see it be the Porsche Cup again. That's my guess. But I don't work there, so who knows? My name was dropped. Wait, what? Why? What did I do? Were they talking about that video or something? Come on. That was quite it. A little too hard in, a little too weak out. Where's Tyler at? I don't know what team name he's in. Holy shit. Apex. Really? Weird, man. Cool. I appreciate that. Thanks for the shout out, guys. Honestly, that's a really strange thing. Like, you know, you see those on you see those posts on the iRacing subreddit, like who's your favorite content creator or whatever. I've shown up in those like once. And that's a weird, and it's cool, but it's really strange. It's definitely a little validating. I just assume it's one of you guys. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'll take it either way. I do love that you can just power out of the corners with this thing. Same as the Mustang. TC tends to work a little bit better, it feels like, in this car, though. Yeah, that is cool, man. I appreciate the kind comments. I really do. Y'all always say that, and it's just cool. Y'all make it that, you know? Did I hear Mustang? I do love the ears perk up. I said Mustang, what? What? You said what? Yeah, that is one thing I really did grow to appreciate in that car, though. Like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, is he gonna make it? Barely. You could really get comfortable getting a little rotation and just powering out of a corner with the throttle. That was quite nice. You just don't quite have that level of control in the Porsche, right? Yes, you can just hammer down and it's gonna go, but it's not gonna like give you a little bit more slip angle or anything where you feel like you can really drive out. It's just kind of like, it's just gonna go as whenever it decides to go, because it's not gonna break traction. It's just gonna plant and go, but it doesn't seem like it goes quite as well sometimes. It's like you have a little bit more skill expression to drive this thing out of a corner, where because the Porsche is so planted, it's like you can't really do much more with it. It's gonna do what it does, you know. I kind of followed him a little too much right there. My eyes stuck with him. It's a fun car to drive, man. I am really glad we're driving it for elbows out. So I'm not really concerned about it in 3, 5, and 6 anymore. I am a little concerned about it in the bus stop. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really do. It blows my mind how many people will say like, "Oh, watch the, caught up on the VOD or caught up with your league race, the next day or whatever." I'm just like, damn, that's cool. That is cool. Try to keep it easy breezy. I mean, I'm competitive, like anybody else, I guess, but try not to take it too seriously and mostly just have some positive vibes. Losing a little bit of time here, but still a decent lap. Dang it. Should have been like a 44.9. I don't know why I'm not quite able to get to where they're at with that. They're on a 13 lap stint running way faster than me. I don't know where that time is. I mean, 13 lap stint. They're clearly not in qualifying trim. God, it sounds so good. God, that car sounds awesome. Is it not loading the livery? Did I not do that? Nope, I sure didn't. Actually, let me do that real fast because I will forget. 1 minute. Por favor. All right. Show you my desktop. Trading paints. What are we in? Merc. Shake and bake. Oh. Oh, God. How did I not do that right? Let's do this one. Shake and bake. I do like I love our paint scheme, and it's funny to me that like we are shake and bake, but we have a Miami Vice vibe to the color scheme. I do think that's funny. At some point I think we have to try like Talladega Nights shake and bake references, whether it's paint scheme or something. I don't know why it's taking so long, but yeah, at some point I think we have to do that. Just feels like an obligation. We'll get there. For someone who's never done D24 before, what are a few of the biggest tips you have for me and my noob team? Oh my God, I love these conversations. So much fun. Number one, if I could trade spots with you, I would in a heartbeat. It's like you don't get to go back and do these things for the first time again, It's like if I had one of those, the hell's that thing called from Men in Black? The little, where they did the thing. What's that thing called? It's like really stupid name, really basic name. It did work. What the fuck? Anywho, if I had that thing, God, what the fuck is it called? That's gonna mess with me. If I had the ability to go back and do it, man, I totally would. Because it's just so cool. Like if I could go back and erase my memory of Game of Thrones, I would. So I could watch it again. But yeah, so let's see. So many good memories. God, so good. All right. Number one, I'm just jealous. Okay. The neuralizer. Exactly. I would totally do it. 100%. So yeah, Merc's good. Merc's comfy. Merc's comfy. It's not as comfortable as the Porsche for sure. I'd say it's a little bit more fun. You get to play with the rear end a little bit. Don't quote that. God damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. So tips for Daytona 24 as our first time team. I would say a couple really high level things. Don't do the McLaren. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, let me go back. So number one, and maybe this goes in the face of what I was about to say, but like pick a car you're all comfortable with, right? If you've never done a 24-hour race before, literally just driving a car that you and all of your teammates are comfortable enough that they can drive the car for 24 hours and not risk killing it constantly is most important, like 100%, you know? So pick the most comfortable car possible, get your laps in advance, but don't go nuts, you know? Don't go nuts. You don't need to do like 18 hours of practice. Just feel comfy, do the test sessions, you know, practice the driver swap, you know, things like that, just so you have a feel for what the cadence of the race is going to be like. Great advice there, Peter, specifically with the throttle map. Like, definitely adjust the throttle map on that car unless you're super comfortable with it. It loves, you know, it loves that power delivery, a little delayed, and you can catch yourself getting in trouble with that car. But you know, when you have situations where you have damage, which you probably will be, if you've never done this before, I'm guessing you're going to be in a pretty low strength of field. Just take all the damage. Just take it. Take the damage. Shit's going to happen. You're probably going to get shit's going to happen. It's a 24-hour race. Like, the chances of you guys going through it and not having some issues are basically zero. That's basically true for everybody. So when, you know, when that stuff happens, bring the car in, take the repairs, make sure it's good to go, and roll with it. I personally, if it's, you know, my opinion, others will probably disagree here, but in my opinion, if y'all are all new to it, don't try to play the strategy game too much, right? You're going to see other people doing like, oh, we're going to double, triple stint tires, and we're going to play with the fuel and only put in this many liter. Like, don't, what's the term I used to use at work all the time? Don't, fuck, Peter. Don't try to be too smart for your own good. Okay? Like, you are, if you've never done it before, you're more likely to fuck something up than you are to gain an advantage. You know what I mean? So don't go in there and try to like, we're going to double, triple stint because this guy's doing that, or let's short fuel, let's do that. Like, don't. Go in, get your 100 and whatever liters, get your 4 fresh tires every time. Take it easy on the first 2-3 laps to get up to speed. Find your confidence, click your laps in, be safe, be predictable. Like, I mean, I saw somebody say this on Reddit the other day, and I hate to say that I found something on Reddit that I thought was productive, but it's honestly true. If you just drive like a grandma, you're probably going to finish pretty well. You know? Yeah, exactly. Don't overcomplicate. Get your tires, get your fuel, get your repairs, make sure your buddy's ready to go, and then just go out and click your laps off. I mean, it's literally what it's all about. There's no safety cars. Just make your time as much as you can. I just heard my wheel go beep. Maybe this is what the issue I had earlier was. So, I mean, to me, that's what I would do. Like, that's my advice. Now, I said don't pick the McLaren, and it really wasn't because of the slow spin. That is a thing for sure. It's mostly because when you see a bop come out and your car wasn't touched, that doesn't mean your car's like okay. That means your car is fucking horrible. Like, horrible. So don't, I mean, unless you guys just love the McLaren, you all have a lot of confidence in time and laps and all the things. If it's just kind of like, hey, that would be a fun car to drive, don't. Again, if the bop comes out and your car was not touched, it's not goodish, it's not like okay-ish, it's actually horrible. You want your car to be touched, you know? It's rare that they go in and just hit one so fucking hard that it's basically irrelevant. They're just kind of bringing it back in a little bit. It happens, but it's not like, oh, this one car is good and they just annihilate it. Like, that doesn't really happen very often. So you kind of want your car to be touched a little bit. You want to pick that one that's like the 3rd or 4th best, you know, something in that range. But again, and for the vast majority of people, myself included, don't worry too much about the bop. Just focus on a car that you're comfy with and that you can drive for 24 hours straight, and that all of your teammates are comfortable with. That's what I would say. I'm sure there's other stuff, but that's probably enough to get you going. Yeah, double check your fuel and your tires. Sometimes that stuff does uncheck itself. It's a very good point. And just take all the fuel. Don't worry about it. Like, oh man, we only need 78 liters to get to the end. You know what? Fuck it, just take the whole thing. Unless you're like in a fight with somebody, just take the whole thing. You know, last thing you want is extra pit stops, extra bullshit. You know, chances to make mistakes, you're going to make mistakes. So do everything you can to limit those opportunities. You'll be better for it. Yeah, your goal is some... Honestly, my team's goal is to finish the race. You know, like, we want to do well. I guess I shouldn't say that. I can't speak for everybody, but generally speaking, like, unless you're at the top split of the top splits, like, if you just finish the race, you know, on the lead lap, you're going to have a pretty damn good finish. So, yeah, I think for most people that just finish the race, you're going to do all right. President Peter. I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. Yeah, McLaren is kind of tough. That slow spin in 3, 5, and 6 is pretty rough. And it's just not a great car here, to be honest. All right. Group wants to run the Mustangs. Porsche guy, I was outvoted. Mustang will be fine. Mustang will be fine. I think the Mercedes is a safer Mustang, if I'm honest. But it's not bad. Help me, Tom Cruise. Oh, love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get a couple more laps in here. Feeling this thing out. Feeling better by the minute. I still don't know if it's the call. I really don't. I'd still say Porsche. My thing is, and I'm biased. Like, I get it. I'm gonna say that every time because I'm biased. But my thing is, my only concern with the Porsche right now is if everybody drives it. Let's fucking go. Saved it. Saved it. Oh, Tyler's behind me. Okay, I was like, who is this person? I can't believe I saved that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Woo! Okay. My wrist hurts now. Alright, hey. You guys good? Sorry. Had the wrong scene on again. God damn it. I need to go back and watch that. I bet that was a little comedic. Oh my god. Definitely thought I was gonna die. Tyler's gonna race me here. So Tyler behind me is one of my teammates. For the 24. McLaren is the best all-around car for news, in my opinion, just not at Daytona. I tend to agree with that. What would be the best car? It's hard, man. That's really hard. I mean, I hate to... Oh, I was gonna let you go. No, you. No, you. That's a tough... That's so tough. Because honestly, if you asked me that question almost anywhere else, I'd be like, McLaren. I just don't feel like that's true here. Maybe I should drive it. See if my feelings are accurate or not. I mean, at the end of the day, again, like if y'all have driven that car and you're comfortable with it, just drive it. But I don't know that I would recommend it personally. I want to say, I'm so biased. I know like the people that watch me all the time are like, of course you're gonna say Porsche. Like, of course, right? Like, there's a reason I drive that damn car all the time. It's real comfy, man. It's sketchy as shit in the kink, as we just saw. So is the Merc. It's sketchy at the start and the bus stop, but it handles those freaking curbs, and you can't just go over them anymore because of the 1Xs. That's true, but you inevitably will make mistakes through 24 hours and 800 and God knows how many laps. When that happens and you have to go over those damn sausage curbs, you want to feel confident you're going to come out the other end with just a 1X and not a destroyed race car. That means something, you know. How much it means, I don't really know. Something. Just like that. Case in point. Case in point. All right, I need to see that actually. I need to see where I lost that. Hey, how far back are you? I mean, my issue was I went in here too hot, so I got too deep here. Like, I'm not changing direction early enough. You can see where Tyler's changing direction there. He's already turning right, and I'm like trying to get the weight to go right. Like, Porsche doesn't do that. Yeah, Porsche's just really safe here, man. It's really safe. I am concerned it's going to get hit like a freaking dump truck, though. Everybody's driving it in every practice session I've been in. Which is not good. Which is not good at all. Never felt so comfortable in the Porsche. It's just very stable. Yeah, yeah. There's something about just being able to plant your right foot when you come out of, like, turn 3, 5, and 6. I mean, you literally can just put your foot down and... What's up, Senna? Alright, that's a short. You could just put your foot down and it just rolls. It's hard to spin that sucker out. Which I feel like a lot, that's, you know, it's gonna be an issue for a lot of people. You get tired, you know, you've been running for... Maybe you've done 4 stints over the course of 8 to 12 hours or something. And you just get tired. Going to a corner a little too hot, you don't realize it. You put your foot down a little too much on exit, thinking, oh, I'll just fix it here. And next thing you know, you're spinning. I should have looked at the kink excursion we had. Golly, that was nuts. Like there, I mean, I'm on the throttle pretty hard. It's trying to turn the car around for sure. TC's helping me out. A little lift here and there to stabilize it helps too. But you know, tires are in the 40s, so of course it's gonna be a little aggressive here at the start. I find that like once the tires get going, it's pretty okay. But certainly, it's just never gonna be as stable as the Porsche. Okay. It's actually good. I probably should like intentionally, that was not intentional. I should probably intentionally go over some of those curves just to see like what is it going to do. Peter, I feel like we have to drive. Well, I was going to say Porsche. I feel like we should drive the Mercedes just because we haven't done it. Well, that was interesting. Thought he was about to go off the racetrack, like, to stop, you know? I think he just followed the other guy.
Left side.
And then just didn't realize what was happening. Which setup? The grid and go? That's the only one that I've tried. Feels fine. I don't know if it's fast. I'm sure it's fast, but I don't know that it's any faster than anything else. But it's the only thing I've tried, so I'm guessing I'll get my hands on a couple of the setups early next week. I think once we pick a car, get some fuel numbers, figure our stints out, maybe start trying different setup shops to see what feels the best. Not grid and go. Oh, I got you. I forgot, that's Tyler. When it's not people's actual name, it's, I always lose track. Hey, how's it going? Tyler, going well. Yeah, I'll try that too, actually. Maybe I'll hop out of this session and try that setup. You're good. No, you're good. It's hard for me to keep track of all the names, to be honest. I need like a cheat sheet. Like some over here, I can just like easy out. Hey, how's Tyler? A little cheat sheet attached to my A-pillar or something. How did you enjoy me spinning out, or almost spinning out there in the kink, and then actually spinning out the bus stop? God damn it, Keezer. You're in here enough, though, that I'll pick you up pretty fast. Oh yeah, for sure. I went way too deep. I mean, it's kind of like the blessing and curse of streaming. I'm in here just yapping, so I'm not even fucking paying attention. I'm just kind of doing laps, running my mouth. That's kind of what happens. Hell yeah, brother. What's up, off-road? Kind of just want to call you QC. It's tough. I mean, when I'm streaming like this, I half barely even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just yapping and reacting. Yeah, that would be a pretty good dead giveaway there. I think that's my concern, Tyler. I was kind of saying that earlier, like, everybody driving in all these sessions, it's gonna get fucking annihilated on Wednesday. Like, it's gonna get absolutely nuked from orbit, which is not good. I don't think anybody's really driving it because it's the fastest. I think they're driving it because either perception from December or I guess it's just safe. It's the safest car to the bus stop still. Like, yes, there's a 1X there waiting for you now, but it's not going to kill you. And honestly, I don't even remember what lap times I was running with it or this one. I'm not really paying attention. Just doing laps and yapping. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Fair enough racing, Tyler. All right, let's do something else. I don't... Can't believe it's almost 10 o'clock already. How long have I been streaming? God damn, I feel like I just sat down. I've been here for 2 hours. Holy. I really need to stream more on Friday nights, man. I noticed it's like, I bet you it's like the most popular night of the week for me streaming. Just kind of nuts. All right, let's go with, not that one. Let's go back to the Germans. All right, wait, why does it have the German flag, but it's in France? Whew. Later, buddy. Have a good day tomorrow. Shake and bake. Why is the chat not displaying our names anymore? Oh, what's up, Eric? YouTube changed something. I don't know what else to call it than that. YouTube changed something a few months ago. So it started showing usernames instead of people's like actual name, which I hate because it's so hard to like marry them up. When you knew everybody's actual name, it was, you know, and then they change it. You're like, okay, great. I don't know anybody. So if your username doesn't match your actual name, then it's just hard to follow. All right, let's try this Porsche again. My boy ran a 44.5. I'm guessing he did that with full fuel, which is terrifying. I don't think I'm going to get there. Not with a freaking 100 liters, man. Yo! So, goalie, you can change it in the settings. Yeah, you can change your username. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I can change. If I could change, that'd be amazing. Oh, I thought it was quality control. I'll remember eventually. I'm sorry. I'm gonna forget for a long time, and then one day I'm gonna, hey Eric, and you'd be like, Like, I remembered. Today I remembered. No, I know. Alright, let's try this. Yeah. Those were good days, man. Those were good days. Why didn't it load this? Funny, it passed tech that time. Sometimes if you hit the, like, tech button, like, hit it really fast, sometimes it'll accept one that's actually not gonna pass tech. Because if it's, like, right on the line and it kind of, like, fluctuates between, you know, ride height, sometimes if you hit it just at the right time, it'll take it. It's not like it's much. It's like one click of height. My quality is shit. People would make their name something. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. McLaren noob. Ferrari's close in the McLaren. What would be the benefits of the Ferrari over the McLaren? I think it's just more stable. Like, you don't really... The McLaren is... For me, it's famous for that really slow spin. So, like, the turbos fire up, and you're coming out of, like, a really slow, you know... Think of turn 3, 5... Really 3 and 5, but also 6 here. And you give it a little too much gas, and you're not straightened out quite yet, and it wants to turn on you. Honestly, what I would suggest, take both cars and just do some laps and be aggressive. Don't underdrive it. Like, be aggressive, because you're going to make those mistakes in the race, you know? If you just kind of like chill and take it easy, like, that's good. You want to do that probably in the race, but in the race, you're going to be, you know, 6 hours in, you're going to be exhausted. You know, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to drive it too deep into turn 3, and you're going to get on the throttle too early thinking, oh, I can get out of that. No problem. And then whoop, around goes the car. And like, that's not a huge issue. What you think about it this way, like, unless you spin directly in front of somebody in turn 3 or 5 or 6 is a little tougher because it's pretty blind, but like 3 and 5, if you spin in front of somebody there, they might hit you, you know, and you might get a little damage, and it might suck. You might have to come in and get your little repair done. Where you really don't want to wreck, turn 4, the kink, or the bus stop, or turn 1. You don't want to wreck in those. If you wreck in one of those, you're going to have big damage. You know, you wreck in the kink, you're probably going to overcorrect, and you're going to go flying into the left wall going into turn 5, right? If you wreck in the bus stop, just, you know, turn 1, you have a lot of runoff, so you can sometimes get away with that, but there's a big wall right there too. So what you should be most afraid of is wrecking in one of those 3 spots, but ideally you don't lose time to just bullshit slow spins, which the McLaren is kind of known for. So I would say at a place like this, Ferrari has got to be more of a chill experience than the McLaren. It also has that turbo whine, that spool up too. I don't feel like it really suffers from the slow spin quite like that one does. Oh, there he is. Hey, what was your name before? I actually forgot what it was already. I just QC. Dang it. I'm just gonna keep calling you QC. Would that be funny? You wouldn't change your name, and I just continue to call you QC anyway. All right, let's try this setup. See how she feels. I need to give it. Stick with this feedback for now. I'm kidding. I got you, Eric. Kink is so sketch. So sketch. God, this car's like putting on a an old hoodie or something. 46 people. Hey. So, how y'all doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're testing some cars out tonight, trying to get ready for the Daytona 24, which I gotta imagine quite a few of you are doing the same thing. If you've never seen me, my name's Chris. I sim race, do some iRacing. Mostly all iRacing, GT3 iRacing in particular. So welcome. Normally I'd be doing some officials, maybe some league racing, endurance racing, but I don't want to lose my A license before Monday, so we're here trying to narrow our choices down for the 24-hour race. My team is between the Porsche and the Merc. I get the feeling people are leaning Porsche. I prep for 6 hours at Daytona. Hell yeah. Nice to see you, brother. I am running the 6-hour race on Sunday morning with Peter. We will be streaming live on YouTube. 9 a.m. Eastern time. Go ahead and get that alarm clock set. If you're a late riser like me. Or, you know, just catch up with it. Beautiful thing, YouTube. VOD functionality. Pretty amazing. I am going to start the race. Since I started talking, people have left. I'm going to stop talking. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I am not going to stop talking. You're going to solo this? Holy shit. Nah, no way. I mean, of all the racetracks you could solo 6 hours on, Daytona is probably the easiest one to do it on, but like, holy shit, no way. I need a catheter or something, or just like free ability to just piss myself. Neither of which are going to happen, so... yeah. Peter! Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I'm starting it out. I don't know if I'm doing 2 stints, 1 stint. I'm not sure exactly. We're probably just gonna wing it. But yeah. What? Brother, do you not eat? I guess you were eating while you were driving? Did you, like, get up and go to the bathroom? Like, what?
46.552.
Crazy. Oof. Get deep in there. Don't click that. Feel like I need a click of strength in the force feedback department. You don't have to do that to register. You just get disqualified at the end. Unless they've changed that. It used to be that you could at least just do it. You just got DQ'd. Maybe that's different now, actually. I feel like I saw Malone have to do something like that. And he chose like his wife's account that has like a 1.2 KI rating or some bullshit. I remember that with the Bathurst thing he does. Remember that car? I do. I sure do. I don't know if he did that so that the race actually counted, or he had to do it for registration purposes. But I do remember that being a thing when he did the Bathurst 12-hour that he always does. Don't remember why he had to do 2 accounts or decided to do 2. I don't remember. Alright, 20-degree track, moderate usage. I definitely feel faster, but I'm guessing it's track conditions. Remember, I am running 100 liters.
9.98. Just set your fastest lap of the session. %. Yeah, he wasn't using both accounts. He was just registering them for some reason. Maybe it was to get a lower split. I don't know. Doesn't seem like he would do that, you know. I'm certain he didn't use both accounts.
Just ran on his own account. I don't remember. Guess we'll find out in about a month. It's so funny how you come back to a car that you've driven thousands of hours, probably. I don't even know. Maybe not that much. Probably that much. I don't know. Just like, oh yeah, I know what this is. Interesting. I don't remember, but I believe you. Alright, have a mid 45. Need more. I can only assume people are running 100 liters in here, which if that's true, I need to find some pace and fast before they nuke this car from orbit. It seems inevitable if everybody keeps driving it like they are.
03. New fast flat for you.
Which is unfortunate for the people that just drive the Porsche all the time, no matter what, like me. It's rare this car's ever, like, dominant anywhere. It's pretty unfortunate that it is that, and then it's going to get killed because of it. If you look at any of the, like, setup shop bops over the last 3 seasons now, this car's been in the shitter for at least a year.
Left side.
I don't know what we have to touch. We just came out of the pits. Let me go.
Car looks fine. No damage to report.
85 liters, mid 45s. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. That's about where I'm at right now. I always do that. I don't know why. It's like I'll run laps with like 50 liters because we do the sprint races, right? And then I'm like clicking off like some 44s or something like sweet. And then I do practice sessions where we're running 100 liters and I'm like a second slower. And I'm like, why am I so slow? Like, hey, dumbass, you're running like double the fuel. That's why. I don't know why I don't just kind of ignore it and just run. Just do the lap I can do. Like, if I look at it and it's slow, it's like, well, okay, it's not like I'm doing it intentionally. I'm kind of doing the best that I can do, so it is what it is. And then inevitably you go through the race, you get to a nice stint, you're down to the last 15 liters, you start clocking in some badass laps, and you're like, oh, there it is. And then I forget that I ever had this conversation, you know. Just an idiot, I guess. I don't know. Comfy, comfy, comfy. I'm very excited for this race. I do love me some Daytona, man. It's gonna be such a fun week. What I want to do is just sit there and run Daytona officials basically all day, every day, all week. We'll see how much I can do. Is this with the Bob? I think it is. This is the Global Endurance Tour official practice sessions. So I believe they've applied it, but I don't know for a fact. Losing some time. I need to get that thing down a little bit better. How's the Mustang faring on Daytona? I actually don't know. My guess would be that it's a slightly less planted Mercedes. That's my feeling. Last season would have been great. But I feel like with the new season, it's just not as planted as it was last season. Like, you have to be a little bit more careful. You can't just throw it around like you could last season and it just work everywhere. I fucking love it when people come right out of the goddamn pits and just go straight to the racing line. What are you doing? It's so fucking irritating.
Right side.
God, man. Pro tip, guys. If you come out of the pits and you're slow as fuck because your tires are 35 degrees Celsius and you see people who did not just come out of the pits, just run wide into turn 3 and let them go. Just let them go. Fuck.
No damage. Car looks clean.
So stupid. Merc, the Porsche. No, for us it's to those two. We held a vote to just show some general interest. Those two were kind of the overwhelming two cars of interest. The Mustang was third. I think there was one vote for something. What the hell was the one vote for? I don't remember. But yeah, it was pretty much limited to those two cars, so I've just been focusing my attention on those two, now that the Bob's out. Dude comes out of the pits racing for a Rolex. I mean, it's just, you know, he's just not paying attention. I don't, you know, it's not nefarious or anything, and I should probably stop being a bitch about it, but, like, you know, people are trying to run laps, man. You see a car coming, because, you know, you're looking at your relative, of course, right? Now this is different. This guy's been out here. I need to be patient, trying to make an overtake.
Right side, clear.
He should have gone to the racing line, honestly, and let me overtake on the inside. I've enjoyed the AMG. I've been driving it here for the last hour or so. I think it's actually quite good. It's definitely not as easy to drive as the Porsche, but it's fun. You know, it's a different challenge. I'd be perfectly fine to race either one of those cars, to be honest with you. If I had to pick, if it was like, hey, Chris, you make the decision, it's Porsche. Just because I'm super comfy with it. I could damn near drive this thing with my eyes closed for 24 hours. I've done it so much. And inevitably, when somebody hits the curbs wrong in the bus stop, they're not going to die because of it. Most likely. It's really that simple. Like, we're going to be quickish, but still we're going to prioritize safety over everything else. Oh, boy. And I don't know the Aston. I haven't seen many of them yet. Just saw somebody go quickest in Aston. I don't know what that's like around here, to be honest with you. I do think the front engine cars are still somewhat dominant, even after the new build. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anything's really changed there. I should have got that a little bit better. I'm the best there is. I wake up and piss excellence. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm going to show up to stream with a full-on shake and bake racing driver's suit on, a Will Ferrell mask. It's going to be great. I'm gonna surprise the shit out of y'all. And I'm just going to like play the character for real. I wouldn't be able to do it without laughing, though. It's just true. It'd be a good time. It would be a good time. I wouldn't be able to do it for long. I would feel like such a tool. I could do it for a little bit, and then I'd be like, alright, I'm good. I'm good. Way better. Robert, appreciate the sub, brother. Thanks for doing that. Don't know what to do with my hand. The ninjas are trying to get me. There are no ninjas. Y'all can't see them. They're like, they got fairy dust on them. Dude, love me some Talladega Nights, man. If you don't get a wonder red suit. Oh, man.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Whew. I could do this all day. And I guess that's good, because I'm going to be doing it all day Sunday and all day next Saturday. And damn, I'll be doing it pretty much all day, every day next week. I might actually get sick of Daytona by the end of the 24. I mean, I doubt it, but maybe. I got league races here all next week. It's going to be a good time. I think after the 24, I have a league race at Daytona. That's that Sunday night. Damn it. I don't know much about the pressure stuff. I just roll with whatever setup shop tells me to do, and that's pretty much all I got. I don't mess with them. At most I'll do is a click, a wing here or there to give me a little bit more comfort when they're running something feels crazy low. Dang it. That's pretty much all I got. I don't know where the rest of the time's at, man. I can run a 44.9. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should like do a low fuel run to get some confidence. I don't know. Like where the hell is all this time at?
New fast flat for you.
I feel like I should go and jump in a GTP and just like start blazing past people. So, well, I've got the highest IR in here by a mile other than two guys, you know, so it's hard to compare. I mean, it really is. You don't know what other guys are doing. You don't know if they're like fully locked in or they're just yapping like I am. Like, you just don't know. It's too many variables. I'm running 100 liters, ran a 9-lap stint. I don't know. They could be running 4-lap stints on 50 liters for all I know. I really have no clue. VRS to Grid and Go. I mean, I've been all over the place. So I did VRS for a long time. I went to Hymo, used that for a little while. I did P1 docks for about a year. I actually really did like their setups. I felt like they were a little edgy. And then kind of ironically went back to Hymo and they were like always on a knife edge. Like so much so I always found myself running the safe set. I'm like, well, that just seems like bullshit, you know? So at some point somebody sent me a Grid and Go setup like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Was it even that long? 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half. And I loved it. I don't remember what track we were at, but it was in the Porsche and I loved it. I was like, damn, this is sweet. So when I had to go get my own setup shop again, just went with Grid and Go. That's pretty much all it is. It's all bounce around, you know. I'll do different setup shops over time. I do still fundamentally think that VRS has the best package, you know. The cheapest one that I'm aware of, unless like Majors or somebody's a little bit cheaper. But very cheap with respect to others. Has built-in telemetry, coach laps, you know. You don't have to like rely on Garage 61 coach laps and all that sort of stuff. You can just, not even coach laps, but just rely on Garage 61 with infinite number of weather conditions, whether it's in a race, maybe they had draft, like you have no idea. Like people are, you know, the weather stuff you can see, but you still have to go and sort all that stuff out by yourself, where VRS is way easier. You can literally just pop up a coach lap. You know, the conditions they run are the same every week. So it's easy to go in and like make a session for yourself that compares against them. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a great value. I don't subscribe to it, but I do think it's great value. I think for me, Grid and Go is quality setups. And for me, I rely less on coach laps and all that stuff these days. So to me, the setup is definitely the most important part of that equation. Thoughts on LMU? I like LMU. I have an issue with the setup though. It does not support triple ultra wide very well. Like the menu gets all stretched out. Like it's fucked up basically. If you're running triple ultra wide, it's not gonna. It just doesn't run super well. So if I could get it to run really well, I would spend a lot more time on LMU. I do enjoy it. I have some issues with the feedback. It's a little weird. Mike sent me a tip I need to try out. Hopefully that would fix that problem. The feedback's a little weird. It's not as smooth as iRacing, like not even close. You know, all of my friends are on iRacing. My leagues are on iRacing. I'm going to be on iRacing. But I do think it's good. I don't think it's as good as iRacing. I honestly don't even think it's that close. But it's worth the money. It's fun to play. It's a great palate cleanser. I do like the competition. I hope they're really successful. I want them to do well. If they do well, the game becomes better, more interesting to me, and then the competition forces iRacing to do better as well. So competition means we all win. Hymo. I just feel like Hymo got sketchy as fuck, and I don't know exactly when that happened. Excuse me. But it's been a while. Like, it wasn't like, you know, a month ago. It was months ago, seasons ago. I just feel like they used to be quick, but not super sketchy, like faster than VRS, but where VRS felt a little safer. And so because of that, it was like VRS was good, but safe. Hymo was good-ish, better than VRS in terms of like raw pace. And then P1 Docs was like edgy as fuck, but fast, you know? And so it's like, so that's why I went to P1 Docs, and then P1 Docs got pretty sketchy. And so I would try Hymo, and then Hymo was like, God, it got so sketchy. And maybe it was a year ago even. It was a while ago. And so I just kind of abandoned Hymo. And so I was using VRS a lot. I'd do some Hymo if it was a decent week, you know, it wasn't as crazy. But like a low wing Hymo set, you feel like you're sitting on the top of a fence and you don't do anything at all, and you're just gonna fall over some bitch either side. So it's crazy knife edge for me, even in the Porsche. Like even in the Porsche, that's kind of how it's been. But found Grid and Go, like I said, somebody sent me one a couple months ago, and I loved it. And I was like, damn, this is a great setup. And so when I left my other team, which had access to some setups, I had to get my own setup shop again, and so I opted to get Grid and Go. So I'm gonna run with that until I feel like it's not what I want, and then I'll try something else. I've got it set up for per month, only because I'm highly unlikely to keep it for more than a year. And not because it's bad or because whatever, I just get the itch to try something else. You know, so that's honestly all it is. Team I'm tagging along with for next season, trying to decide between the Ferrari or the Porsche for next week. I mean, it's hard to say, man. I would honestly take the performance out of the equation. I know that sounds real stupid, but like, I just feel like with an event that's this big, I feel like they're going to do a pretty decent job at the BOP. So I would focus on things like, what are you most comfortable with? You know, what is your team comfortable getting through a 24-hour race with? Like, I don't know. You guys could be 5K for all I know, or fucking 800. I don't know. Like, the advice would be different depending on where you are on that spectrum. But generally speaking, like, the performance is going to be close enough. Pick a car that you're comfortable with for 24 hours. You know, hope you get lucky. Don't make a lot of mistakes. That's kind of where it's at. Ferrari's probably going to be totally fine. I think Porsche's going to be totally fine. I think it's going to be about comfort. And in our split, for context, we're probably our average IR will probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3.2, 3.3K, something in that range. And all of what I just said applies to us 100%. Just drive the car you're comfortable with. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win the race. More or less. Man, you need to get a Grid and Go sponsorship with that. That's the quote. Just started to use Grid and Go and it changed my life. What's up, Kevin? Appreciate that. All right. What was I going to do, man? I think The almost death. That was in the other car. Damn. I actually forgot to save that. I wanted to see the almost death situation when I was running the Mercedes through the kink. Whew. Scary. The hell was that? So yeah, the whole LMU thing to me is really interesting because I really want to play it more. I really do. Like, I'm frustrated that I am having such a bad time getting it set up correctly, because when I drive it, I have fun. I enjoy it. And I think some of it's because I'm better than my driver rating is. So it's really fun to like go in there and kind of like do well in your races and stuff, versus going into iRacing and finding myself at the back of a top split for, US evening time that I tend to race in, and just kind of like holding on for dear life sometimes. Where you go to an LMU race and it's like you're in split 26 of 30 and it's like, oh man, I'm going to do sweet in this race because I'm better than that, right? So that, honestly, it's a lot of fun, but it's like, the graphics, I have so many issues with that, it's not even funny. And I think it is simply because I'm running triple ultra wide, and it just is not like that. Like, something as simple as, I was doing testing at Fuji the other day when I was trying to get this working, and just go to the hairpin at Fuji, turn 1, and do that right hand turn. So everything in the background is shifting over to the right? The backdrop, or to the left. The backdrop is going across your screen to the left. It just hitches. It just does one of these numbers like, oh my god, it's doing like a fucking pixel at a time, right? That's what it feels like. And the car is clean. Like, if there's a car in front of me, it's smooth. The track is smooth. The curbs are smooth. And I'm focused on those things. That's where my eyes are. I'm not looking at the trees, right? But like, just the way your eyes work, yes, those things directly in front of you that you're focused on are smooth, but I am picking up those background stutters, and it messes with me. It just messes with me big time. So if I could get that to be smooth, I would spend so much more time there. And like, I could, I have submitted so many tickets and forum threads and all the stuff on like their official forums, showing them like, on triple ultra wides, the UI elements are stretched horizontally. So if you just look at like the rear view mirror, the virtual mirror, it's huge. The cars are stretched out in the mirrors. They look stupid. The 60, the starting procedure where it's, hold 60. The circle is not a circle, it's an oval. So like everything is stretched out. And that's not huge because it's just UI elements, but it's like, when I'm streaming, I would love to show their UI elements instead of Race Lab, because I think their stuff's good, but I can't, because the way it works on triple ultra wide, it doesn't show up in the right places, in the kind of the center area, so to speak. It's on the edges of the monitor. And I've tried every combination of settings they have. I've tried them all. None of them put them in the right place. And I did all of this on Monday. In fact, I did this on stream on Monday. If I disable these two suckers over here and I just use the main monitor here, it's perfect. It's perfect. Like, all the UI elements are, the width of them are correct. The FPS is like literally on ultra settings. The FPS ranges between 3 and 400 FPS. I have a monster computer. Like, it ranges between 3 and 400 FPS. Everything's butter smooth. Backdrop moves across like it's supposed to. It's like, but then I'm sitting here and I got, two 39-inch monitors just not doing anything, and that just fundamentally feels wrong. And honestly, it's really weird to go from driving triples all the time to not having triples. That really sucks. So it's just like, it's this whole thing. It's like, I want to spend more time there. I do enjoy that game. I've got, I forget how many hours, 40, 50 hours in LMU, something like that. I've enjoyed those races. They've been great. I love what they do with their online championships. I don't know if you guys know much about this, but it's like iRacing championships, but you get kind of like you get a couple cracks at it a week, and they only run on certain days. So if you want to do like the ELMS championship series, it only runs, I don't know exactly the days. Let's just say for argument's sake, it runs on like Thursday and Friday and Sunday, you know, but it runs a whole bunch of sessions on those days, but it's only those days. And so you get to like, you can kind of make events out of them. Like, oh, I want to do the ELMS Championship Series this week or today because it's on Friday. Tomorrow I want to do the WEC Championship Series because it runs on Saturdays or whatever it is. I love that because it gives you like official endurance races to do that aren't like literally 3 time slots on a weekend. And if you can't make one of those 3, like in iRacing, you just can't do it. I hate that. I think that is archaic and that shit needs to change. I love the way that LMU does that. I think it's genius. I would love to do more of it. It fits my schedule, my streaming schedule perfectly. I have the ability to do a race at 3 o'clock on a Thursday. I would love to do that, but I can't. The triples thing is a huge problem. The UI element thing's a huge, and just the performance of it. If the UI shit was stretched, whatever. If it ran butter smooth like iRacing does on my triple 39s, I would run it. I'd run it all the time. I would be on there a ton, but the performance is so bad, I can't. And I've tried basically everything. I have not tried resize raccoons. Somebody did mention that to me. I need to sit down and do that. I don't use surround. I think surround might help that situation. I'm not willing to compromise my iRacing setup, if that makes sense, in order to make LMU work. And maybe that's a stupid take, to be honest, as I think about that. Maybe that's pretty dumb. But I don't want to like have to go and fundamentally change my monitor configuration because I want to go from iRacing to LMU back to iRacing to LMU, whatever. I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like you should have to compromise that. It clearly works with triples. People do it all the time. But triple ultra wides is a different beast. And what I've gotten from their support and their dev team is like, they've said like nobody has that configuration on our dev team. So it's like they can't test it. And I'm like, I get it. I mean, it's definitely a weird one. It's awesome, but it is a weird one. So I get it. But, and I volunteered, like, sign me up, boys. I'll sign an NDA. I don't give a fuck. Like, send me a build. I'll test the shit out of it. I'll debug it. I'm a software developer. I'll, you know, whatever. I'll do anything to make that work because I would love to spend more time in that game. But so hopefully that helps articulate. Yeah, I don't know. I wish, man. I wish I could get that to work. I think it would be super cool. Like I said, I hope that gives you more insight. I think it was Monday I did a stream during the day where I was basically spending half the time, you know, trying every configuration I could find to like see if I could get it to work or work better, even to the point of like I had my triples working and then I turned the graphic settings to the lowest they would possibly go. And the game looks like complete ass for sure, but it still had the same kind of hitching effect in the background that is very jarring. It's so bad at like, it was Spa this week. So I was in Spa going into the final chicane, right? And it's like, when I'm going straight, it's not a problem. You're good. It's when you turn and that backdrop has to go, you know, shift back and forth. So as you're going into that first apex in the chicane and having to take that hard right, and everything starts going across, including the cars in front of you, it's so... the smoothness is gone. And so it's almost like, for me, I found it damn near impossible to hit the apex correctly, to time up a run on the car in front of me. Like that stuff matters. It has to be very smooth in order to like make that work. And when when all of that starts jumping all over the place, the timing just gets lost, you know? So it's really hard to like, it's hard to race. It's hard to race when you're kind of guessing where the pixels are going to be versus just racing. So I've tried. I hope that's not too much bullshit, but I've tried. I will continue to try. I'm not giving up on it. Like I said, I do have like 40 or 50 hours in that game. I'd like to have hundreds of hours, but some days I just deal with the bullshit just to go drive it because it's fun, but it's hard to continue to do that when I could just also spend my time in iRacing. That works perfectly for me. So it's hard to justify. All right, McLaren noob. Sorry, I'm just going off on crazy tangents. Oh, man. Purchase the Merc. We'll be putting in a few hours with it. We'll try to convince my team. I have no setup, though. Honestly, just run the Daytona setup. It's fine. At least they have a low-wing Daytona setup for all the cars. I would just use that. You can certainly go to Garage 61 and find something. I'm sure somebody has leaked the setup on there, but I mean, for what you're kind of articulating here, it's just first run at it, all those things. It's not going to matter much. Like, you could run the fixed Daytona setup. It's got a nice low wing to it. We'd be totally fine. I wouldn't stress over that kind of stuff. Clunky game of the GT3. Yeah, GTEs are a blast in that game for sure. I've definitely spent a lot of time in the Corvette there. Just joining the stream. What kind of lap times? You might have left by now. It's been a minute. So I think you said that. So if you're still here, my lap times have not been very good. I think I've been running like what was my best in this one? 44.9. Like, I'm definitely not running like super good laps. I've basically been in that range in both the Merc and the Porsche, which are the two cars we're kind of limited or narrowed down to at this point. I would also caveat that by saying I've been yapping the whole time instead of really focused on driving. So whether that's helping, hurting, I don't know. And that's on 100 liters. So don't know. Other people have been beating me though. That I do know. Triple 32s don't look quite right. Yeah, I've messed with like the, what is that thing? The control shift equal, you know. I've followed every Dan Suzuki video I can get my hands on to get that stuff as good as it can be. And with the help of some of the guys in here, actually, Mike and others, I think that part we're good on that. Proportionally, everything looks right-ish. It's the performance and the horizontal stretching on the HUD elements is just, it's not right. I'll have to give Resize Raccoon a try. I need to just sit down and suck it up and do that. $44.9 is a good pace as long as you're not maxing fuel usage. Honestly, I'm just YOLOing the shit out of it and just running. I'm not even paying attention, brother, to be honest with you. I've just been sitting here yapping for like 3 hours straight and just ripping. That's what I've been doing tonight. Just trying to have a good time, have some fun. I wasn't even going to stream tonight. I was upstairs talking to my wife, catching up on the day, talking to my daughter. Started walking down the stairs. I was like, man, let's do some laps of Daytona. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll do a hosted session or something. That'd be cool. I was like, what the fuck? Why don't we just stream? I'll find a bunch of hosted sessions and just yap for the next couple hours. So that's what I did. There was no plans to stream at all tonight. 3 hours later, here we are. Yeah, actually, so I went to Resize Raccoon's GitHub page and saw they linked to a Dan Suzuki video there. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. 32 is the goal. Yeah. 2 pit stops. Damn, I didn't think it was that much. Yeah, I think in my sheet, I've got the fuel save to try to get 32 laps. I have not, I mean, I've been sitting here yapping and I haven't even paid attention. Definitely haven't run a full stint. I probably won't run a full stint before the race, to be honest with you. I normally don't. It always shocks people when, and this is like years ago even, when I didn't have a lot of experience doing these races. I never ran a full stint in practice, ever. First time I ever did a full stint was in the race. And people are like, what? You didn't do a full run? I was like, no. I mean, I don't know. What's the difference? It's a little lighter, a little bit more sketchy because of the fuel, but whatever. Same shit. I got it. Don't worry about it. Honestly, that's just how I roll. Let it rip. Damn, 10 weeks, man. What'd you do? Just touch grass or something? Feels like this is the time of the year I'm in the rig the most, you know? It's cold outside. I mean, today, last couple of days have been really nice around here. Like, shit. Anywhere between like low 60s to 70 degrees. think tomorrow the temp's gonna be pretty high, but it's gonna be raining all day, unfortunately. It's like today, my son went to the driving range. I followed him over there and just sat and watched him hit some golf balls for about 30 minutes. That boy can crush also a baseball, but a freaking golf ball. Like, at this point, he just uses my golf clubs because the ones that he had, they were crap, and he uses them way more than I do. And I mean, you see him, T1 up, hit a driver. I mean, honestly, he's hitting the ball like 300 yards. He's 16 years old, and he just fucking annihilates these golf balls. It's crazy. Like the driving range we have, he actually works there. They have it's not TrackMan, but they have like their own radar system. Basically, it's not like Drive Shack or one of those. It's not that fancy. It's nice, but not quite like that. But they have their own tracking systems, and they have like screens and all that stuff. So you can basically go out and play around it, like Beth Page Black or whatever. He'll just get up there and treat it like a driving range, and so it shows you like your spin rates and all your stuff, carry, roll out, all the things. And I mean, like, legitimately, it says he's hitting the ball a little further than I think he actually is. I know golf well enough to know when I see a 300-yard drive, and he is absolutely murdering those golf balls. It's crazy. Work, wedding. Nah, I got you, brother. Hell yeah. None of my, I have 3 children. All 3 of them are in high school, believe it or not. I'm older than you think I am. None of them sim race. My daughter, she probably spends the most time in here of any of them. My older 2 are boys. She probably spends the most time in here, which is funny. My sons don't. And I think it's just like, they're not into sim stuff, but if this was like Forza, they'd be like all about it, but it's hard. It's difficult. So I don't think they enjoy it when it's difficult, but every once in a while they'll be like, hey, can we like race a little bit? I'm like, sure. And all they ever want to do is do like a 5-lap AI race at Daytona and like NASCAR Daytona. And that's what they do. They'll just sit there and take turns doing that over and over. Young kids, long term, their legs and core. Yeah, for sure. And the other side of it is both my sons are extremely athletic. Like they're both baseball players, have been literally their entire lives, and so like just the club head speed that he can generate. I mean, I don't know how tall he is exactly. He's at least 6 foot tall, maybe like 6'1". He's a little taller than me, and he's lean as shit. I don't know what he weighs, but if a big old gust of wind came on by, he'd probably fly away. He's very light, but he's a big, whatever. He's a tall kid. He can generate a ton of club head speed, and it's literally a decade of playing baseball at a pretty high level. He can smash a baseball too. So yeah, like watching him swing a golf club is like so foreign. Like, I got nothing for that. And I played golf when I was his age, but yeah, he uses the ground so well and generates so much club head speed. It's crazy. Like, I'd never swung a golf club like that in my life. When you learn to golf when you're older, I was going to stay using arms. Yeah, casting. Yeah. He's really good at creating that, that like impact zone right down at the bottom where the club head's literally in front of the shaft. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but he legitimately is at least hitting the ball 300 yards off the tee. Easy. He just murders it. Don't even know what to say. Murders it. I think a lot of that's the baseball. Find this strange. I would think a full sim rig would be the coolest thing ever for a teenager. It is strange, actually. I agree with you. It's like if my dad had something like this when I was in high school, maybe not, actually. Middle school, a little young. High school years are weird, When I was a little kid, like in elementary school, which was in the 80s. Yeah, late 80s, early 90s, like really early 90s. Anyway, I had, what was the game called? Bill Elliott's NASCAR Racing or something. It was on like the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And my dad knew like oval racing stuff. I didn't know anything about it. And so we would just sit there and I would like just run laps by myself, trying to go the fastest I could at Talladega, you know? And this was in the era where Bill Elliott went like 212 miles an hour or something. I forget what the number was, something like that at Talladega. And so we would sit there and he'd, all right, go into the setup thing and change the camber to this, that, click one here, click one there. And I'd go back out and we'd try and just literally rinse and repeat. So like if that was a thing, you know, this was a thing back then. Oh my God, dude. Like I'd have been all about it. If my dad was alive now and he saw this, so he never saw that, like this wasn't a thing when he was alive. If he was alive these days and saw this, he'd lose his fucking mind. Like 100%. Don't have kids on my friends. Driving cars. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's like those years are, I mean, you think about it for yourself, right? Some of us were like really into cars and stuff as kids. I was, but not for this reason, not for racing, you know? For me, it was more about like having a cool car, having like a cool stereo, like, you know, stuff like that. It wasn't like motorsports as much as it was just, it's a cool thing to customize that you own and have. It's yours. It's like your first, you know, it's your first thing that's yours. You can go out and just be proud of almost, you know? So yeah, I think it's different. I mean, I think as they get a little older, maybe they'd be a little bit more interested in it, but my kids are not into racing at all. Like not at all. I'll watch the F1 races by myself. My kids do not watch the F1 races with me at all. My wife will watch maybe one or two a year. You know, she watched the Abu Dhabi race with me. She's watched a Monza race, I remember, with me. Yeah, she's not, none of my peoples are into motorsports at all, much less anything like I'm, you know, I watch everything. They don't watch any of it. But yeah, like my boys are into baseball, definitely, like, which is an exciting time right now too, because high school baseball workouts, it's not practice yet. They haven't made teams or tried out and all that stuff. They're going to make the team. All that stuff kicking back up, you know? So it's a lot of fun. I can't wait. This season's going to be nuts. My middle one is he's a junior. My older one's a senior. And, my middle one is like, he's at the point where this is like his year for like college recruitment. He has a very good chance to go play college baseball somewhere. And, so it's going to be a really, really, really fun season to watch him pitch and, hopefully do well and, you know, catch the eye of, you know, college recruiters. I keep getting text messages. I'd say I get one maybe every 2 or 3 days from somebody. Hey, I saw son's name on the uncommitted list as a 2027. You know, how's his recruitment going? And I'm like, who the fuck is this? It's like, it's some guys like, I'm so-and-so from College Baseball Recruitment Inc. Incorporated LLC S Corp, you know, and we're here to help your son. Fuck off. Like, I get people all the time texting me like, hey, we want to help your kid go through the recruitment process. Give me money. It drives me insane. People will do anything to make a buck and it pisses me off. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's a weird tangent, but that's been real for me for the last couple of weeks at least. It's driving me nuts. Cool card posters from the book fairs. Me too. I had a white Diablo on my wall for a very long time until it fell. It was actually a glass. I'll never forget this. I was in elementary school because we were still in our old house. It was, you know, landscape. And it was glass. And so it literally falls right, not above my bed on the head side, but like, you know, long way. It fell, landed on my bed, shattered. Thank God I was like in it under the covers and all the things. I'm just like, they're like, don't move. And they're picking up every little piece of glass. Never forget that. Racing's tough to watch if you're not into it, 100%. And like the depth of it, like it's, you know, I understand why people think racing is boring. Because if you don't know, you don't know. If you're a civilian, you don't get it. You know, you gotta get in there and understand the nuances of it. And actually, we see this in my streams a lot. Most nights where I'm doing a bunch of official races, I'll do IMSA. We'll do a bunch of IMSA. And then to cap the night off, I'll do a Draft Masters race because I like oval racing too. And I'll have like 50 people watching. I'm like, all right, guys, stop. Hold on. Before you leave, we're going to go run a draft. Just trust me. Just trust me. It's going to be fun. I'm going to literally walk you through everything that's happening. And so I'm doing the Draft Masters race and I'm verbally articulating everything that's happening. This is what I'm thinking. This is what this guy's probably thinking. He's going to try to get a run. I'm going to try to back him up a little bit. I'm trying to take the wind off to back up that line. Like literally verbally walk through everything. And I think so many people, like, it's funny. I'll do that Draft Masters race. I'll start with 50 people watching and I'll finish with 50 people watching, which I think is awesome. Because I think when people start to understand the nuances of what's going on in something that looks like you're just cruising and holding a line, the appreciation level goes up like infinitely. So we do that here. We see that here too. But yeah, especially if you're watching on TV and it's just one of those things. Looking forward to the active era of Formula One. Honestly, I'm just excited for a new car. I don't even care what it is, to be honest with you. I like that they shake it up. I like that things get shaken up and we get to see new teams, hopefully have an opportunity to shine. I'd love to see Ferrari have a go. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, so of course I would, but I would just like to see them do well and not be a running joke anymore. I think that'd be cool. I would love to see like a mid-range-ish team, like a Williams or one of those guys, pick one. I'd love to see one of those ascend. It would be really cool. Like, since I've been watching Formula One, which is probably 2014, 2013, it's been the same 4 teams. Really, for most of it, it was really 3 teams. I'll throw Ferrari in there. They were pretty good for a while. Thinking like the Vettel years and stuff like that. But I mean, it really has been Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. Not in that order. It's really been them. And then just in the last, 2 or 3 years, it's been McLaren as well. There was a really brief time where Williams was doing really well when Valtteri was there, and they were basically Mercedes junior team. But since then, I mean, really, like, I would love to see a midfield team actually turn into being like legit. We saw it with McLaren. They were basically back of the grid turned into constructors champions. That was cool, but I don't think many people thought of, I don't know. It's hard to see McLaren as like a midfield team, even though that was true for a little while. But I want to see like a perennial mid-tier or shitter team turn into like one of the top, right? That would be super fun to see. And frankly, I'm all for Williams. I would love to see Williams do that. I'd love to see Cadillac do that. I'm very excited about that, to be honest. Having Cadillac in Formula One, I'm very excited for that. I hope one day we have like a legitimate American driver for an American team. Haas, I mean, they were kind of in the same boat as Williams, right? They came in, they were basically mini Ferrari. They had a little bit of a go for about a year or two, and then they fell off the freaking face of the earth. Yeah, baseball. I mean, baseball for us is a year-round sport at this point. It pretty much never ends. I mean, my middle one has been in practices and camps, and he goes almost year-round at this point. He gets about a month or so off a year. And even in that time, he's in the gym, working out, lifting weights. Like, he's constantly working to get bigger, stronger, better. That's just the name of the game at high school level. Especially if you're trying to go to college to play the sport. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's plenty of kids that play baseball that do not play baseball year round that play on the varsity high school team, but not many that actually play, if you know what I mean. Just need Cadillac to insanely beat Audi throughout the season. Wait, who's Audi again? Which team's turning into Audi? Is that Sauber turned Steak. Who is that? I'm blanking like crazy right now. I just need a Red Bull car to have a good enough engine this season. I really hope Red Bull falls off the face of the earth for about 3 years. I just need to see that. Logan Sargent and Lance Stroll, the North American Dream Team. Oh my God, please no. Please no. That means Big Daddy Warbucks has to go and buy the Cadillac team. That's not going to happen. Okay, there it is. That's right. That's right. Kick. Oh, that's right. That's right. Forgot about the Ford connection. Yeah, don't get me started about betting. Don't get me started about betting. I could talk to you guys about betting forever. I hate it. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm excited. Look, I love racing. I don't give a damn what it is. It could be rally. It could be Formula One. I know people want to joke. It's not the pinnacle of race. I get it. It's cool. It's fine. We all have opinions. I love Formula One. I don't care if it's boring. I don't care if it's amazing. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to watch it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to watch NASCAR. I'm going to watch NASCAR until about, when is Australia again? Like, I'm going to watch NASCAR until about mid to late March when Formula One kicks in. And then I'm just going to mostly focus on Formula One. Unless I catch a random NASCAR race on a Friday or Saturday or something. I just love racing. I don't give a damn. I'm going to watch every IMSA race. I'm going to watch as many WEC races as I can. I'm going to catch GT Worlds. I'm going to watch the Spa 24. I'm sure as hell going to watch the Nürburgring 24. I love it. I love every bit of it. I can't even express to you how much I love racing. It's unbelievable. Like, there is a YouTube video that legitimately almost makes me cry. I'm going to share it with you guys. Look, I'll be real with you. Fuck it. Let's find it. And to me, it's the passion. There is a level of passion. Y'all can make fun of me if you want to. It's fine. Not gonna hurt my feelings. There's a level of passion in motorsports, especially Formula One, the history of it. It just doesn't exist anywhere else. Maybe soccer or whatever you want to call it. Maybe, but it's just like, there's just something about Formula One, man. I fucking love every bit of it. I've never sat down and watched MotoGP. I would like to. I really would like to. Let me make sure this is the right video before I send it to y'all. I think it's the song that gets me. I fucking love this video. Do yourself a favor, watch that, bookmark it. I'm gonna as soon as I'm done streaming, I'm gonna watch it. WRC is another one. I haven't spent much time like digging in to understand it. Like the team, I know I get rally, but like the teams and you know how a rally actually goes and all that. I watch a lot of clips on YouTube of it, but I've never really sat down and watched a rally. Same with MotoGP. I'd like to do that. I love when Isle of Man comes around. Those guys are out of their fucking minds. Out of their minds. Can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Those people are crazy. IMSA. Yeah, I love IMSA, man. I like IMSA more than WEC. I really do. I like IMSA more than WEC. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. They're different. But I just like the IMSA product better. I like the tracks they go to more. I'm a big fan. I mean, I don't know. Like, look. The OGs in here, y'all know how I feel about Le Mans. I hate that racetrack. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I got a lot better at it last week after doing all those league races there, but I just hate it. So I don't know. I think about the tracks they go to, and then I think of like Daytona, Sebring, Road Atlanta, Road America, Watkins Glen, Long Beach. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think they got a better schedule. I really do. There's some great ones on the European side, of course, but maybe it's the American in me, but man, I love me some IMSA. Which GT3s? So my team, Dave, we've limited or narrowed ourselves down to the Porsche and the Mercedes. So pretty much all night I've been driving those two cars. Supercross, yeah, I haven't spent much time with that either. Watch MotoGP Red Bull running the last 2 laps. Yeah, I need to sit down and do some MotoGP for sure. Dude, one of the best. So when I went to Daytona 24, one of the best races that I saw was the MX5 race. Those people are out of their minds. They're going through Daytona, and I was sitting in the not the grandstands, in the bleacher section, right before the kink. So there's bleachers right there. So coming out of turn 3, going into the kink, we were sitting right there. I mean, one, you're really close. You can damn near look in and see the person through the window. They don't have tops, so they're open. You know, they have roll cages, of course, but they're open. They don't have tops. And these guys are in MX5s. They're literally nuts to butts with no top, going 4 million miles an hour, you know, like a damn bald eagle at Daytona. It's incredible. And I'm just sitting there feeling like an absolute goddamn American in the moment. Not even sure what to do with my hands. I mean, you know, it was incredible. It was incredible. Those people are out of their fucking minds. I don't even know what to do with that. I just sat there, I enjoyed, ate a hot dog, and had a hell of a day. You know? What are you going to do? Stu, what's up, brother? How you doing? I definitely hate lemons. Yeah, lemons are bad. Don't eat lemons. Went to Wekakota last year. Weather was bad. The cars are so phenomenal. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I walking, you know, seeing some of the GTPs on the IMSA side at Daytona, man, it's like you literally feel like you're standing beside a spaceship. Like hypercars are obviously very, very similar. It's just insane. Truly insane. And it blows my mind how small those cars are. The LMP2 in particular. Like tiny cars. Oh man. Those two cars jump back into the Ferrari. Mostly feeling comfortable to push it. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about the Porsche. I'm super comfortable to push the car pretty much anything. I've driven it so much. It's like impossible not to be comfortable in the Porsche for me. Boy, oh boy. Well, I hate to end the stream with 48 people watching. All I can say is thank y'all for being here. If you've never seen me before and you've liked what you watch, subscribe to the channel. I stream a shit ton. A lot of officials, lots of leagues, lots of endurance, all the special events. If you like GT3 and you like an American talking shit, you're going to like this place. Go ahead and subscribe. And I'm half joking. Half, yeah. I will be streaming the 6-hour endurance race here at Daytona on Sunday morning. We're doing the 9 a.m. Eastern split. Peter and I are going to do it. Peta. I'm starting, so I will be driving at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. So if you're interested in that, you want to see what we're doing, come hang out, you know, whatever. Feel free. Love to have you. So I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you enjoyed being here. I love the yapping. I love the driving, but I like just sitting here talking and having a good time. So thank y'all for talking to me and giving me something to talk about. That's what it's all about. True. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you big time. Thanks for the subscriptions tonight. Had a bunch. You love to see it. You love to see it. Where can you find teams for the 6-hour? At this point, I mean, your best bet would be Reddit or the official forums, unfortunately. Or if you're in any leagues, you know, go to a Discord and a league that you're in and be like, hey, I don't give a damn what we drive. I don't care what time slot we do. And I don't care what happens. I just want to do the 6-hour. Anybody want to do it? You might get somebody with the same expectations to go out and have some fun with you this weekend. That would be how I would approach it. Coming in kind of last minute. Don't care when, don't care what, don't care what happens. Let's go have fun. Approach it like that. It's probably your best bet. Cool. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you when I see you next. have a great, start to your weekend. I hope it's wonderful. If I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully I see you Sunday morning. And, until then, thanks for the subscription, Kevin. Edible. Let's go. Peace out.